Okay, we're starting a little bit late, but happy Monday, mukbang. Oh my God, I can already tell this is going to be unhinged. I
Oh yeah.
already ate my dinner, um, and I had a little mishap today.
Ooh. What kind of mishap?
Wait, can I just show you?
Yeah, I want to
We're
see.
going to start up with a screen sharing very early.
Let's go.
Because I have been a little bit off the grid for a few days because I had a friend in town. And so I decided to do aesthetic cafe content. And y'all know what I'm talking about. You watch Instagram, you watch TikTok,
Huh?
people are like, oh, go and try this cafe or whatever with me. This is
So you
classic.
thought you were gonna be cool and just hang out at like a cafe? Like, is that like that's it?
No, we went for lunch, but let me just show you this. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, get ready, okay? Hold on.
Make aesthetic cafe content, but instead you accidentally do something else. Maybe you were made to create aesthetic bloopers content instead, because life is like a Korean drama, comedy, and reality TV show. Like and follow for aesthetic bloopers. When you try to make aesthetic cafe content, but instead you accidentally do something else. Maybe you were made to create aesthetic bloopers content in.
Did I lose you?
No, I'm here. You don't see me?
Oh, okay. Did you see the amount of Tabasco? Hey, what the heck happened here?
Why is it switching up? My phone hasn't moved, Janey. I swear to God.
Why are you doing this to us?
I don't know, but that was a hell of amount of Tabasco. Can somebody tell me how do I lock my phone in a certain position?
Oh, just pull down. Pull down like this.
Uh-huh.
And then you'll see like a lock circle thingy on the left side in the middle.
A lock circle. Oh yeah. Okay. Got it.
Just lock it in like that.
Portrait orientation. Okay.
As we figure things out. I just saw yours.
Wait, so now if I do this, oh wait, but do I have to turn it then lock it?
No, you do it like that and then you're gonna lock it.
It's like this.
Yeah. Let me just send it to you real quick.
I don't think that really helped at all, to be perfectly honest. Okay. Yeah, you guys are gonna have to deal with this. So
did you
just so everybody knows, I choose to spend my Monday nights here like this. Like that, like this is actually like a choice. I'm actually here voluntarily. Yeah. Don't ask me why or yeah.
I just sent it to you. The link. We are testing out this new platform, Restream. But I just sent it to you. But yeah, I mean, I just wanted to share that video because literally I was like, oh, cool. Because, a friend came to visit, was here for work, and then we just hung out. And I was like, oh, great. I can make some like cool aesthetic content before we go on Monday Mukbang. And you know the Tabasco sauce thingy where it has like the little plastic, like a spout? It wasn't there. I didn't check. So I literally went like this thinking like a little spurt would come out and it literally poured out like water and my face was just like
wait. Certain hot sauce has that. And now I'm just trying to remember.
The Tabasco, I know for sure. I am a religious user of Tabasco sauce. I'm not sponsored by that. I love Tabasco, especially Chipotle Tabasco. But I think that maybe they took out that spout thingy. Because my theory is that a lot of restaurants, they end up keeping the bottle, but they buy the jumbo thing and then they pour it in.
Yeah, that's it for sure.
That's what I think happened, but I didn't know. So it literally poured out like about a cup worth of Tabasco sauce into my crêpe. Sorry, my French is terrible. Crepes.
Les crêpes.
Yeah, the crêpe. And it was ridiculous.
Okay, maybe this will do it. I mean, I don't know if I have to like double click something here, but all right, we're gonna leave this as is. Guys, you have to understand something now. Oh my God. No, now it's good.
Bring on the madness. No credit.
Okay, that's good. I don't know why. Jay, and we should be good. Yeah.
Oh my God. Lock is looking. Did you lock it? Are you good?
I mean, I had to unlock it to get it like this, so I don't really know. Like, I locked it before, but then it wouldn't switch. So I don't know.
Just
Yeah, ask me anything you want about a blockchain, but like how to actually lock in landscape mode. No,
isolate.
I can't help you guys. I can't do it.
Yes, I am a religious user of Tabasco sauce. Oh my gosh. But anyways, what's on the menu for mukbang? So I just had Korean noodles. I was so hungry. So I just ate with Mama Park. Omili, I will, not be eating my noodles. So, all you have to see is I brought sour
Oh
pepper.
my God, that's like the movie go-to, but like those are the best. That's like movie size. Where did you buy that from? Like the movie?
CVS. No, from CVS. Yeah. So I bought it from CVS and I was like, you know what? This is a nice little snack to eat while drinking my peppermint tea.
What is with this thing?
Dave,
I don't know.
okay, step by step. Hold
Yeah.
your phone like this first.
Okay, so I'm holding my phone
Okay.
literally
And
sideways.
Swipe down like this.
And swipe down like this.
Yeah. And then, but right now it's not the correct orientation because it needs to be
That's
orientated.
what I'm saying. Okay, so hold on. Let me see. Okay, why isn't it like I'm turning the phone? Okay,
There
like
you
this
go.
now?
Stop. Don't move. Swipe down like this.
Okay.
Okay, and then hit the lock screen.
Okay. Nope.
Oh.
This is I'm telling you, this is a restream issue.
No, I think it's a you issue.
No, listen to me.
Okay, let's try one more time.
Like, I swear I'm made to feel like I'm a fucking Momo. Okay, hold on. So let me unlock it now. Okay.
This is so ridiculous.
Portrait orientation. Wait, portrait is this way or this way?
Stop. Don't move.
Okay. Now
Just
swipe.
down.
Ready? If I can do this really good. Okay. Down. That's it. I'm still good.
And then the circle lock screen. You're good. You're good. Circle lock screen. Just.
That's all I hit.
You know what?
The circle and it goes reverse.
You know what? Just put it on your table and then let's call it a day.
I fucking hate you, Restream. I don't have these problems with fucking StreamYard, just FYI.
I think just try to do this.
Like I did, Janey. It's literally like this. It's sideways.
Try the other way. Try the other way.
Oh. No, it's not even locked.
Hold on one second.
Okay, let's try it this way. Oh, maybe this way?
You know what? Just stop. Let's do this. I found a new way for us today.
What?
We're having a little bit of a tighter angle.
No, I don't want tighter angles. Are you kidding me? There's no touch up on this either. It's too close. Wait.
Dave is a diva. If you don't figure this out in 1 minute.
Okay. Here it is. Like this. No, see, yeah, it's definitely a restream thing. So I'm just going to leave it. You guys, I'm sorry. You're going to have to deal with the black lines on the side. It is what it is.
Is this too close?
No, I think that's okay. That's fine.
Okay.
That's good. Yeah.
Your angle, it makes you look like you have a giant black box head.
Blackhead? Oh.
Oh,
this is probably not like proper camera etiquette 101, but
you're supposed to be like in frame, but you know.
And F you restream because now I can't share it to my X account, so whatever.
Just retweet mine then. I just sent it to you. Oh, you didn't connect it.
Duh.
Or you didn't connect?
Viewers, duh. Yeah. Once we start, I can't connect it, but whatever. Long story short, essentially what happened was yesterday I got hacked. We don't have to get into the whole story, but they got into my computer. It wasn't just like a crypto hack. They didn't make me. Like I downloaded some ridiculous stupid file because I wasn't paying attention.
Like someone DM'd you something?
Oh yeah. Someone on Twitter DM'd me pretending to be like my friend Alex. And yeah, it was not good. Chaos ensued, wallets were emptied, and now I have no sound, no microphone on my MacBook, and this MacBook is pretty much done. Like done. So I gotta go out and get a new MacBook. And obviously for doing live streams, not very fucking ideal when you have an iPhone, whatever. And I just saw Millie's name and I just realized I have to plug my phone into charge. Thank you.
Oh my God.
Last move, I swear.
No credits goes. Tip of the day, you're supposed to be in frame.
Oh my God.
Loving the colors, Janey. Thank you.
It's been a long day.
Why can I remember who it is? And I don't think I can look right now, but never fully dressed. UK.
Never.
Let me see Dave's pores, says Hito. Dave, you don't need a touch-up, bro. Dave, old as hell. Hito, where is Connie? I don't know where Connie is, actually. And yes, tech struggle. And Hito did come here for the chomping. Did you bring any snacks?
I'm not going to turn the phone. Moving. Like, I have.
Said Starburst used to be his thing. So let me get back to you, O'Milly.
No, we said high choose. Fuck Starburst, man. Like, if you had to choose Starburst or high choose, who you going with? High choose.
Yeah, I'm Asian. Of course, I would choose high chew. I'm just kidding. Actually, high chew is just superior. You know why? Because it has like a juicy fruit, like a real fruit flavor to it, even though they're all artificial.
I like how you just made it seem like a real fruit flavor to it, but it's really not real fruit. It just makes me think that it is. Yeah.
That's the Jedi mind trick. They have musket grapes or like the Japanese style grapes, which some of those, let me tell you, I mean, this is like now everything is super expensive, but like I had a friend who bought like specialty grapes from Japan and they were $50 for a little box thingy. I was like, are you kidding me? You're basically eating like a $5 grape.
If I knew that I was eating $5 every time, like for a fucking grape, no thank you. No thank you.
We had a friend who bought these like specialty strawberries from Japan.
Wait, what is that right now? What are you eating now? Oh, the Sour Patch. Oh my God, those are so good.
I know.
So, that's like those are like the classics. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I'm trying to hold it up just so like I can see the colors. I have this thing where I like to eat certain colors, you know?
Really?
Yeah, my favorite colors. Well, when I was little, I'm sure I'm not the only one who does this, but I'll like line like my little army of Sour Patch Kids or Haribo gummy together into the same color family.
It's like,
come on, you didn't do that? Or you're just active like agent of chaos. You just raw like this.
Like it was, yeah, I raw dogged all of it. But it's like, remember M&M's? Like, do you think that M&M's different color ones had different flavors? I used to have this argument with my cousin all the time. I'm like, it's all the same, bro. And he's like, no, it isn't. I'm like, it's all the fucking same. The candy shell tastes the same. Doesn't matter what the color is. Thank you. All right, I thought that was gonna be
I think psychologically, though, people think it's going to be another color.
Yeah.
Well, let's be real. You're producing at mass scale. We're going to get a little intellectual. You're producing at mass scale. You think they're going to make different colored ones and be like, oh, let's like put it together. No.
Nah. You know what's even crazier is like when I used to read those stories about like the green room celebrities. They're like, we only want red M&Ms. And it's like, motherfucker, what? Like, what? Like,
if you see those, I understand, but M&Ms?
Yeah. Doesn't make any sense.
You know what you make them do, though? What? You make them do a blind taste test.
It's like Coke or Pepsi. Like when you think you'd be able to tell the difference.
No, for sure, I can tell Coke and Pepsi.
For sure?
You can't tell?
I mean, I feel like I can, but I'm just saying that. But like, push comes to shove, I don't know if I could.
I mean, if Coke wants to sponsor, I love Coke. But for right now, I love, I'm playing. I still love Pepsi because I think Pepsi is slightly sweeter and Coke is more carbonated. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only crazy one that thinks about this, but it's same like for like ginger ale versus Sprite, right?
Yeah.
Sprite for me is a little bit more like carbonated and sweeter, and ginger ale for sure. There's like a lot more of that like heavy ginger flavor, and obviously then you have ginger beer.
Yeah.
I take my food tasting and snacks very seriously.
Yeah. You're like a smell master 2000. You're like, yeah.
Wait, but did you know this though? Like I used to work in fragrance.
Oh my God. How? That's the thing. You know when they put out the coffee beans and you're just sitting, you're like, coffee beans. It's like, that doesn't help me like all that stuff on my wrist. I'm like, no.
Coffee bean, no, you're supposed to smell the coffee beans because coffee beans is supposed to neutralize the
Yeah.
scent.
But like, you just got
Or
done this thing, and now just this little smell of coffee, it doesn't do it. It just doesn't. It's like, yeah, I'm the worst person to bring for that, like for those dates. No.
okay, but or you smell your own skin to neutralize. I mean, as long as you're kind of clean. You know what I mean? Like if you have like, but the other thing is if you have curry or like, I'm Korean, so I would eat kimchi.
Yeah.
So in my previous life, I worked on like Elizabeth Arden, Juicy Couture, Rocawear, Kate Spade, like all these different fragrances. And they would always say like, oh, Janey, we love testing fragrance because you'd be literally wearing like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and my like gangly long arms, like 6-foot wingspan. One time my roommates and I were drunk in New York City and we decided to measure because I was like, I used to play volleyball. I'm 5'8", but my wingspan is definitely 6 feet tall. We measured that. Like we were a little bit tipsy, but like it was also verified
End to
in
end,
the sober state.
there's no way your wingspan was 6 feet.
So,
That's
if we go like this, like my arms are freakishly long. Like I would just be jumping all the time when I was little, like and hanging by the monkey bars type of thing. But but I was trying to say about again tangent. But for the fragrance, if you wear or if you eat certain things, then things come out of your pores and your skin, right? So just
Yeah.
say you eat kimchi or curry, then it's like very heavily spicy. I'm not trying to get like specifically ethnic, but like any food that has a specific smell to it, because Korean food is like a lot of garlic, a lot of spice, and they're
Yeah.
like, "Oh, you smell very green and grassy because all those herbs are coming up." And they were like,
Yeah.
while we're testing, please eat clean. I was like, you realize I'm Korean, right? Like, are you guys gonna pay me extra to be your lab rat? And they said no, and I was very disappointed. But that's why my sense of smell is crazy because we were actually trained on smelling all the different fragrance notes, and we actually developed fragrance.
Yeah, there's no way. Like, I mean, when you're a smoker, like cigarettes, like completely numb your whole self.
Oh my God. No, that's true. And this is hilarious. I love this. I have like as a kid also, and sometimes now, like certain tendencies. No credits goes. You have to eat high chews in lots of 5, 7, 5.
What?
I think it's just one of those things. It's like you eat them in specific numbers. I do this sometimes, but
I mean, I just eat, like, I could finish a whole bag of high chews.
me too.
Easy.
But salt and vinegar chips, I will inhale that.
Oh, yeah, salt and vinegar does not stand a fucking chance.
Favorite chips, by the way. And Ala is tuning in while making dinner. Hi, Valen.
What
I'm
up?
glad you're. This is only you. I don't know what that is about. I have a lot of things that are only me. We're cooking dinner and watching you guys. Oh wow. Wait, Dunkin' has matcha latte?
Oh God, who told you this? Hito, stop, bro. He drinks
Wait,
like. Oh, here we go.
Oh no, but he may be staying up late. That's why he's drinking matcha latte. But
yeah, no, you don't need no more matchas. You drink way too much.
Wait, you know what's something very random that I love getting at Dunkin'? It's so disgusting, but it's so delicious, and I only get it when I'm in New York.
What?
Iced blueberry coffee. They do like a pump of blueberry in it, and there used to be a spot that I used to go to all the time, and they knew how I liked it. But then now I've been going, and I'm like, ooh, it kind of tastes funky.
Yeah, so Dunkin', you know what I didn't know about Dunkin'? How like in certain parts of the country, it's like there's no like you can't find a Starbucks within like 10 miles because like normally a big city like you go you have like Starbucks, Dunkin'. When I went to visit Boston, I think it was like a business trip or something. Good luck finding a Starbucks. Like I mean, impossible. Like around every college campus, like you're finding maybe one or two Starbucks. Everything is Dunkin' Donuts. Everything, and I was like, this is kind of random. Just love Dunkin'. I'm like, did Dunkin' start in Massachusetts? Like, I didn't get it.
That's exactly what I was Googling. Is that where it started?
I don't know. I can't remember what they said, but all I remember is
let's take a guess. Where is the headquarters of Dunkin' Donuts? Do you guys know this?
I'm going to say Massachusetts somewhere just because of that story that I just told.
All right. If anyone else is listening and you have thoughts, and meanwhile, we'll say hi to Omar, who also loves matcha. Oh my gosh, are we talking about matcha again this time? I love it. Hi, haiku joke. Oh my God, Presley. Oh, and the red M&Ms taste so much better than the other shows. Oh dear God. You know what, Presley? We're gonna do a taste test.
Saying, Cap, it's all bullshit. Lies you've been spreading, Presley, along with the rest of the world. This is ridiculous.
Oh wait, he just sent me a photo of his matcha latte.
Of his matcha. Oh God.
This is his matcha from Dunkin', and that's the New York City subway. This is proof of matcha.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Okay, I didn't post it, but I met a little angry little TikTok. I've been a little unhinged lately. I think it's just because I'm so tired in general. Huh?
You made an angry little TikTok?
Yeah, I didn't post it yet though, because I got busy. You know,
What?
the pouring Tabasco thing took over.
What were you angry about?
I went to a cafe, and there are actually two dudes from New York City. Okay.
Okay.
And they opened in Virginia. And I went there because I wanted matcha. Because for me, coffee is in the morning, one
Mhm.
cup, really tough day, 2 cups. And then
Mhm.
afternoon, usually 1 cup. But lately, since I've been building in public,
4 or
maybe
5.
2.
Yeah.
No. I think maximum I'll have 4 cups of something, but that's still a lot because usually I only do one-on-one, but I've
Okay.
been so sleep deprived, but except for this weekend because I actually hung out with my friend who was visiting, and my friend was like, "So, is this really the only time you ever go out? Like, do you ever do anything?" And I'm like, "I'm just behind the computer all the time." They're like, "You're literally like a little puppy who has been unleashed to the world." And she was just like, "You're so ridiculous." I was like, "Yeah, I know. It's kind of sad." Anyways, so the cafe, the matcha place. So I went to this matcha place and I'm like, oh, cool. Okay, they have strawberry matcha. They're trying different types of matcha. Maybe they know what they're talking about. So I go up and I ask them because you always have to ask this question.
So dramatic. I love the storytelling. This is great. Go ahead.
I
I'm,
know, I'm
I'm
intrigued, right? So I asked them, excuse me, what kind of matcha do you use? And they go, oh, we use culinary grade. And I go, oh, you mean the version that you're supposed to cook and bake with, not make matcha latte with? And then they go, yes. And I was like, oh, interesting. I was
Hmm.
like, in that case, I'll have a flat white, thank you.
Oh,
Like,
wait. Is a flat white a matcha or
no, that's coffee. It's just
uh,
like a different type of coffee. But then I was like, first of all, why are you even making matcha if you are
are
not
people
using,
buying matcha?
huh?
Apparently people are buying the culinary matcha. So I don't know. Maybe it's a thing. No?
I just got called out by Hito. I know I have to send you my voice. I've been away hanging out with my real life friend.
Ito,
So
stop making the host feel guilty.
but no, I mean like if you make matcha, like it doesn't have to be like super expensive. Like I get mine on Amazon. I literally just ordered a batch. It's on Amazon and I bought like a pouch.
Yeah.
Naoki matcha. It's culinary, sorry, it's ceremonial grade and like it's reasonably priced because basically you go out and have matcha somewhere, it's like $7, $9. In New York City, it's like over $10 and is yuck. And basically these girls on TikTok, and initially I was like, they are completely unhinged because literally they have this like little box and they have the little bowl that you put the matcha in, and you have this bamboo whisk thing. They're supposed to whisk the matcha, and you have a sifter too. So they will literally pack the sifter like they're packing their makeup, including a tin of ceremonial grade matcha.
Ah.
And I was like, they're completely crazy. But then now that I've like traveled, I mean, New York, the matcha is actually really good. You just have to go to the right spot,
Yeah.
but it's just so damn expensive. And like, yeah. And now that, not in corporate life at the moment. So my treat of having like making a certain level of money used to be drinking my Starbucks, treat yourself. Now I'm like, make it at home.
A DIY, the DIY special. But I've been dreading asking this question because I know that it was going to lead. I don't need like the 7 hour long definition, but what exactly is matcha?
Okay. I'll give you 1
No,
minute.
but like tell
No,
me.
it's my ADHD timer. I will literally for 1 minute. Matcha
Go.
is basically a stronger, more potent form of green tea, and it's the powdered version. So you can get a tea bag that's green tea, but it tastes a little bit more. It depends on which one you get, but it tastes a little bit more bitter. But if you like the consistency of like coffee, want something a little bit creamier,
Yeah.
like latte, then making matcha is much better. And plus, the other thing is once like, swapping out your coffee. I mean, I have to have coffee, period. Like I've done it every day.
No matter, really.
Yeah. No, I have like given it up for Lent before. So like 40 days I didn't drink coffee. And initially the first week I thought I was gonna lose my mind or punch the wall. Like, I don't know, because people get really upset. Oh, you got some love here.
Yeah, on a roller coaster, that's for damn sure. Hiked yesterday, matcha today.
Matcha today.
Oh,
No, but you know what? It will seriously change your skin.
really?
And then Hito, yes, I've also, okay, he already mentioned that earlier. So matcha, the other thing is antioxidants. So it basically helps you with anti-aging. That's the layman's terms, is basically it helps you with anti-aging, helps you with digestion, helps you with kind of a caffeination without a crash. Because as much as I love coffee, like when you get that crash from coffee, it is just not fun. Whereas
Yeah.
matcha, it feels a lot like smoother and a lot cleaner.
Interesting. Okay.
And the big tea, I went to this place over the weekend,
Yeah.
and they were making matcha. It was so, but I was telling her, she's like, "Oh, you have great skin." And of course, I'm like, "Oh, thank you so much." She's like, "What do you do?" I was like, "You know what the tea is? The tea is add collagen to your matcha." And she was like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, buy Vital Pro. I mean, that's the one that I use because we just get it from Costco. But like Vital Proteins collagen, you put into your matcha every day. You need to drink your collagen. Skin?
Yeah, no, listen, like, I don't know what it is. If it's the cold, the hot, the cold, the hot. I do well in warm weather when this skin is nice and tan. My skin is dried out. Not too much. Obviously, I get it. I know you're going to go down the skin cancer. But, like, yeah, I need a skincare regimen for sure. I do. You know what I need? Jane, you know what I need? I need something that's going to, like, not, like, even though I only sleep for like 3-4. Don't like zoom in like that. Like, what kind of shit? Come a little closer to the screen so I can see you guys, honey. It's just like I feel it getting like worse.
What is the dark under eye circles?
My eyes, yeah.
But what is your skin type though? Oh my God, it's become a skincare thing, but that's okay. We haven't gone to the content and AI part, but this is all very important because if you're on camera or if you have a face,
True.
so dark circles, like, are you oily here? Like, or are you dry?
My whole skin is like, now at this time of the year, it's all oily. It's like
all oily.
So like I have to, like, I'm constantly washing my face throughout the day, you know what I mean? And still, like, sometimes, because your skin adjusts to like the temperature, right? Like, especially like outside. It's like, and my skin, I guess, is sensitive to that kind of stuff. It never was. That's why I love the summertime, because once I have like the vitamin D, and it's just like I get a nice like darker tone. It stays that way. My skin is dried out. It's like my skin being like dry, not dry like that, but like drier than like the oils is perfect. It's so nice.
Okay, number one, do you wear SPF?
Typically no, but tanning, then I can only stay in the sun for so long, and then I'll put on, like, I'll tan for like an hour, hour and a half until I feel like I'm good, and then I'll put like SPF like 10 or 15 on or something.
10? You think 10 is going to protect you?
To protect me from what? The sun? From the
dark
sun.
circles, spots, aging, looking like a Oompa Loompa.
I resent that. I don't think I look like an Oompa Loompa.
No, I'm not saying you do, but if you go tanning and your skin turns orange and wrinkly, it's because you're doing that to your skin.
No, orange is a little much. I'm not like one of those like Boca grandmothers.
Yeah,
You know
I'll stick with you.
what I'm talking about?
Can I actually tell you what to buy right now?
What?
Okay, hold on. I'm going to just go through my links.
We go through my
You do not have to even use them, but I'm going to explain to you really quickly what you should buy. Don't resent me, okay?
Okay.
All right, hold on. Can you see?
No. I can't
Anyway,
see.
this is not planned. We were not supposed to even do this. Sephora sale already passed,
Okay.
but I do skin because people keep on asking me this, and I'm like, you know what? Let me just create something. But that's the Sephora sale one. Let me just do the regular beauty one.
Okay. While you
So
do that. Yep.
for you, yeah.
Uh-huh. No, go
No,
ahead.
this is specifically.
Okay. I'm listening.
So, like, go buy this.
What is it? Click on it. I can't see. My
Can you
screen's
see
really
it?
tiny. Come on.
Okay, go get this.
I have
It
that.
is. You have
Oh my
that
God.
Effaclar?
No, La Roche-Posay is essentially like, that's what my mom told me to buy. She was just like, this is what you need. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, off Amazon. It was like $20.
Yeah. So buy the cleanser.
I have it. It was supposed to
Okay.
come with like 3 things, but they fucking Jimmy. They only sent the cleanser, not like the whole like
Okay.
skincare.
No, it's not a set. You have to buy the set. And then you get this. You said you're oily, right? Go buy the
That,
astringent. So its toner basically helps to, even out your skin and also gets rid of the impurities and dirt and oil and all this stuff. So if you're oily, then this is what you need to be using day and night. And then because, like I'm not trying to tell you to buy expensive stuff, you want to be on a budget, then I would get CeraVe. Can you see my screen?
CeraVe. No, stop sharing.
Oh, it did? Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Garbage.
Hold on a second. CeraVe. Okay, let's go
Yeah.
here. Can you see it now?
Yeah. Oh, I have that too.
Oh, you do? Oh, so what are you talking about? Oh, but then you still have dark circles though.
Yeah, this the circles for me. That's like the worst. No, my complexion's good. I don't struggle with like.
Oh, so then get this. This is the next thing. Eye cream.
Oh,
ROC.
what?
Get this. Eye cream.
Okay, got it.
Also can buy it at the drugstore.
Send link.
Okay.
Thank you.
It's in my ShopMy, but I will send it to you in private chat in our thing because
I mean, it's not really private, or to be perfectly honest, we just literally announced it to every person watching this stream.
Oh yeah, basically about your skin problems. But
yeah!
For reasonable like other things is like get the salicylic acid mask for like oily skin.
Are you gonna keep going? Are we done?
I'm just giving you 2 more products.
2 more. I'm good. I think I got it.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you sure? Absolutely sure?
I'm sure.
I think you feel embarrassed, but there's nothing to be embarrassed about.
I'm not embarrassed actually at all. Like it is what it is. No, it's Restream that's the problem. I blame Restream. That's it. If touch up fucking like we live in a world of AI, I could be an avatar right now. You know what I mean? But I choose to be my authentic self.
This makes me crack up. Janey's reaction to skin talk is the yeah. If you need help, I will help you. Random people on the street ask me, and I'm very flattered. My skin isn't even perfect. My mom tells me I need to get a lot of stuff done to my skin every single day.
I mean, that's what moms are supposed to do. Like,
I feel like ethnic moms are very savage. They look very sweet.
Yeah, I'm gonna be 50 years
old. Is also very sweet. I said happy birthday. She's like, thank you.
Yeah, she's like, who's that? I'm like, my magic internet friends. Don't worry. I'll be like 50 years old, and like I'll go get a haircut, and like if I see my mom, she'll be like, oh, you cut your hair. I don't like it. No, I don't like your hair like this. Dave, you have a long face. You can't have short hair like this. You have a long face, and it makes your face look like an egg. And then she does the. I'm like, okay, Mom, thank you. What am I telling?
I'm dying. But that reminds me, like, I was in college. Oh, by the way, I have to tell you how the AI professor podcast went. I want to hear about things. I joined a part of it, but I was on the go, and so my connection was super spotty. But I'll go listen to it later. But I remember I went to this Taiwanese bubble tea restaurant in Pittsburgh. Very vivid memory. I was in college. Barely showered for that week. Barely slept. Barely washed my face. Like literally in like a Cardi Melon hoodie My head is like this, like my hair on my head, like, gross. Like I was studying for finals and literally, and I'm breaking out like an MFer. And she goes, your face needs help. And I said, what do you like? I wasn't sassy at that age, just like Janey at 22. I was like, what do you mean? And she was like,
Needs help.
your skin, not good.
No.
Very bad. Too much oil. Clean. And I was like, oh my God, why are you doing this to me? And it was in front of all my friends. Like I was embarrassed. Nowadays, I'm kind of like, okay, I'll take that constructive feedback. Let me go and like do a DIY home facial now. Oh my God. That was funny. Acrylit has asked me before too. Yes, I love skincare. But Dave, so tell me about your all your shows today. Let's do a little catch up before we start talking about AI and content and stuff.
Yeah, and I actually just remembered. So after I'm done with this like little diatribe, we're chatting. But if my face is off screen, I have to do one thing. I forgot for a client. I forgot I have to put out a tweet announcing the live stream. Shout out to the Rogue Trader team, Lydia and Addie. What up? We're gonna do a live stream on Wednesday, but today it's busy, man. Like we had a great crypto magic hour.
Yeah.
A monster NFT mint tomorrow. I never thought I'd say those words in a long time, but it's not some bullshit like PFP of a freaking monkey. You know what I mean? Like it's actual like an AI like on-chain think agent. So we had the two guys. I mean, if y'all weren't there, if you didn't watch it, I'm gonna put a recap out, but it was the Crypto Magic Hour today was fire. Like 60 minutes. The two founders came on and they're super charismatic guys. Shout out Jesse and Mikey. Like they're building the world of like decentralized AI, and they have like this standard protocol essentially for people to understand it. It's so that you can essentially own your own data. Like don't give it to OpenAI, don't give it to Claude or Anthropic, right? Like this is the way that you own your shit. Janey, everything that you've been saying, you're like, oh, I want a digital twin. Oh, I want this. Oh, I want that. That's what this is going to be able to do. So I mean, not to anybody else that's listening, but because I'll say this to you as my friend, fucking find the $500 and mint one of these things over the next 24 hours, like tomorrow, like starting at 11 tomorrow. Maybe not, maybe let's not go overboard like we did ENS. We a little OD'd on that, but no, we're not gonna do that again. Just one think agent. And I think like that, like it's gonna be, you're gonna do some crazy, it's gonna do some crazy shit. Really, really crazy stuff. So yeah, we had those founders on, and then just been cranking out threads. I'm earning yaps and quacks and this and that, like all over the place. I was surprised to see you freaking popping up in green all over the Twitter timeline after I installed that wall chain. You saw that? You were like, you're cooking on wall chain, legit.
I don't even know what that means.
Do you remember the invites that I sent out to people on the reset where I'm like, you guys have
to
fight?
And then Gecko gave me one.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I think we had Gecko. Gecko gave me one.
Yeah.
And then I signed up. But then I haven't really done anything. I'm gonna be honest.
Be doing something because like you guys listen when I talk. I swear, it's almost like I feel like
I do listen, but at the same time, well, I wasn't there on Sunday at Reset. Number one.
I've been talking about it for 2 Sundays already. All right, you're not off the hook on this one. Point being, this is one of the most gate-kept projects ever, which means it's probably going to be a massively exclusive airdrop, which means lots of money usually. And if your name is popping up on my time, it's essentially, do you remember that Black Mirror episode where like there was like the social scores and the chick was like, oh, like where everybody's rating everybody?
Yeah.
This shows you like on the tweets, whoever's tagged in any tweet, what their wall chain X score is. So it's like Janey, who's 138 and shining green. Yeah, I probably want to interact with Janey more often as opposed to, so-and-so, like this guy's at like a 14, maybe I don't engage. Obviously, like don't judge humans that way. But if you're obviously looking to friggin' up your wall chain score and and maybe get a bigger airdrop, it's a really big help. Huge. You have to download the Chrome extension.
Oh, I don't have to. I saw your thing about the Chrome extension. I just haven't had a chance to do that. But my Am I supposed to look at my score or quacks or earned?
So your score is essentially like the higher your score, the more influence you have, which means the easier you earn quacks. But it's also like indicative of I want to know who's got like good scores, so that like in like when you look at it from the perspective of the wall chain algorithm is saying Janey is super, like you want to interact with Janey essentially. That's what it's saying. So
Oh, wait, guys, I have 3 invites. I didn't do this. I'm so sorry. I'll give them out on stream.
there
So
you
if
go.
you guys want an invite, then I will drop it. Is that how I do it? How do I do this?
Yeah. So in order to send out invites, number one,
Send it particularly to a person.
they have to qualify though. They need a score of 50 or above in order for you to send an invite.
Oh.
Yeah, y'all got to step your game up if you don't have a score of 50. So yeah, get on.
Okay. So if you have a score of 50, then send me or drop your handle and then I will send it to you.
Yeah.
I'm not that high though. I am 138 for my X score.
Yeah, that's good.
Out of 1,000?
Yeah.
F, isn't it?
Comparatively, that means that you have influence somewhere, right? Like that means that you have influence somewhere, and that you have smart followers, and you also have bigger accounts that are probably following you as well. In addition,
First husband follows me.
listen to me. You complain about, oh, I never get engagement on X, and this algorithm is telling you, like, the attention economy, you have power. Like, somebody is following you. So you use the people that are already following you and engaging with your content to essentially say, hey guys, check out my wall chain score. And then get all the people on wall chain, right, to essentially start interacting with you on the timeline as well.
Okay.
So it's a tool, you know? Like I'm at my score. My X score is 130. Yeah.
Oh.
See? Like, think about that for a second, right, Janey? You have a higher X score.
I don't even tweet. Like, the last week, I haven't even really been on that much.
But the stuff that you're putting out is, like, really, like, it's thought-provoking stuff. It's educational. It's informative. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, good content, like, earns. How many quacks you got?
1.3. I got, like, not many.
1.3 quacks?
Yeah.
With a 138 score.
I told you. It's like,
That's crazy. What?
I don't understand.
That means you got to start interacting more. A lot more.
I think, okay, I'm gonna be real. Like the challenge with me is I share cross-platform, right? Like
Meaning,
LinkedIn, Instagram, X, TikTok, YouTube. And it's just hard to engage on every single one. I think my engagement, generally speaking, like I've been trying to be more engaged on X. But I guess this is a segue into like our AI and our content conversation. But I'm not gonna lie, like some days I can't even speak right now, but like I just feel super overwhelmed by social media. Like I create content, but I am incredibly overwhelmed. And you're like, I get DMs and like I still have like LinkedIn is probably one of my primary platforms. And I have like 300 invites I still haven't gone through. But every time I go through, it's just more pile up. And it's just like sometimes I go through, like literally sit there for 2 hours and just like go through DMs and things like that. But I really can't keep up.
So this is why, like, and I'm being really serious when I say this.
Tell me.
Making an agent to do like specialize in this, right? Like, and like have it go through all your DMs and summarize, read every one of them, who they're from, and then give you like a summary of what it is, as opposed to you having to click into every single one. That's going to be an agent, right? Like any idea that you can think of is going to be an AI agent, right? Like we were talking about today. Imagine that, like, you can, like, think about how many things you bookmark on Twitter. I bookmark some of the smartest shit where I'm like, oh my God, this is going to be so interesting to read. It's going to be amazing. And I never go back to it. Ever. Imagine you had an agent that actually went back and was like, hey, let me read all your bookmarks. Let me all the bookmarks that you had. Let me give you a full summary of what it is, the resources, what you could build with it, right? Like, that's fucking cool. Like, useful shit. stuff that's going to essentially help you save time, make you money. That's the other thing, Janey. Agents making people money. I want to, yeah. Make
Wait,
me.
so, I mean, do you have a recommendation for an agent or AI tool I could use for this?
Buy a Think Agent NFT tomorrow, and that gives you access to the platform, which is going to be Souls, which you're going to be able to literally build this however you want. Yes. Think Agent, buy tomorrow.
It's fucking 0.27 ETH.
Yeah. Listen, you've bought some crazier things before, okay? I don't want to hear it, okay?
No, I know, I have, but it's like, and it's only ETH. Like, can you do fiat?
No, it doesn't matter. It's the same price anyway. It's 0.2 cents. It's like $500 and plus ETH is down now anyway. It's like $1,500.
You're the best salesperson. You could literally sell ice to an Eskimo.
I know.
No, I mean, look, I'm definitely intrigued by Think Agent. I'll do some research on it. I mean, they definitely seem very smart, but at the same time, like,
I will tell, buy that shit. You know why I'm telling you to buy that? Like, I'm giving you financial advice because I listen to you and we have conversations for 6 hours at a clip, and I know exactly what it is that you need. So if a friend spots something that says, I think this can really help Janey a lot. Janey, spend the $500 and buy this. You should. You'll benefit from it for sure.
Okay, let me look at it.
And you're welcome.
After we're done, thank you. I will look at it.
Yeah.
I mean, if it was less than that, I think it would be a little bit more of a no-brainer, but 0.27 is a lot to ask, in my humble opinion. Is it lifetime access?
What?
Is it lifetime access?
Well, it's essentially, you get tokens associated with it also, but what this is going to do is now you're going to get access to what's called the Souls platform. So the agent has to have like a soul. So imagine it's yours. This is going to be like your agent that can go out and, like, any task you give it, if it can't do it, it will go out into the marketplaces and be able to find and collaborate with other agents to be able to do it. And this is the standard that it's going to be. And you don't want, like, there's any other agent out there now, it's going to be owned by OpenAI. You're going to give them your data the same way we gave Google, Facebook, and fucking everybody else, and they're going to make money off of us again. Why? When this exists, the Think protocol and standard exists for us to be able to control our data, own it, and be able, like, for us to benefit from it. That's what we want. That's what this shit's about. It's not about $500.
Well, Think Agent, if you would like to partner together, let me know.
Listen, if I would have known, but their mint is tomorrow, but we're always doing like some ongoing content stuff. So like, I'm happy to make an introduction like for you and bring them on, like any one of your, like, they're down.
Yeah. I don't want to pay for that.
You come up with a really unique.
I have a little bit of ETH, but it's just like, for me right now, like, and we'll segue into AI tools. And of course I'm going to shoot my shop with it, but because just right now, earlier today, like, I was actually going through the Wharton professor, that stream, which you and I haven't even had a chance to catch up about it. Bro, they have an AI major and AI undergrad concentration at Wharton School of Business.
That's smart as fuck. That's smart as hell. Because
Isn't that crazy?
I mean, it's not. I mean, that's like, to me, that's adapting with the times, because they're going to be like, yo, parents are going to come to the realization real soon. Like, why am I spending $250,000 to send my child to a fucking Ivy League school when he's going to turn out, or she's going to turn out to be a douchebag, when essentially I can just homeschool them and make them 50 times smarter and more self-sufficient?
Yeah.
Pick a genius. So smart dude. How did it go? Tell me. I want to hear.
No, it went. Oh, okay. you're gonna make a comment about Restream, but I actually also tested it on StreamYard because I was wondering what actually happened. So basically, he agreed, like, he came on my stream and also linked himself, because what I like about Restream is that he can connect. I know you're saying you can with StreamYard as well, but I didn't actually use that feature before. I never, like, encountered it, I guess. But you're saying that you can do that with any guest that comes on. So he actually linked his LinkedIn to my stream, and he has like 40,000 followers on LinkedIn. Like, he's actually a big deal. Like, I was surprised he actually said, I mean, I'm not surprised, but I'm surprised at the same time.
Yeah.
But I went to like a competitive AI machine learning school, which is Carnegie Mellon, right? So you're gonna love this first of all.
Tell me.
So we go online and it says everything is streaming and I'm like, okay, cool, like we're live. And I'm always checking, like I'm looking here at my laptop and I also have like another computer, so I'm like making sure the YouTube and everything is going.
Yeah.
LinkedIn is not working. And so I am just like internally having a mini meltdown because for me, it's a great opportunity for authority, like thought leadership, and to grow because
Yeah.
he's one of the major thought leaders. And he's actually co director of AI of Human Research, or it used to be AI at Wharton.
Uh-huh.
So I mean, he's big in this space, like has been interviewed by Google and things like that. Obviously, my style, you guys know me, for those who know me, is very different. We're fun, but we talk about business stuff. But I decided, you're gonna love this, to troll him in a sense. So
What?
I came wearing my Carnegie Mellon sweatshirt and I
Oh,
was like, I
God.
was not accepted to Wharton, but I went to Carnegie Mellon. So I'm just letting you know. But it was just funny. He was laughing about it before the stream and we were just talking about it. It was just a funny moment. Like he was a good sport about it. But he was like, actually, Janey, Carnegie Mellon is an excellent school and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, thank you.
Like, trying to talk shit like Doc. Like, what do you mean? Like, fucking. That's funny that you did that though. That is really.
Yeah, well, I mean, he had a good laugh. I mean, that's the whole point, right? I think for you and for I, it's like I want to have thought-provoking, thought leadership, quality conversations
Yeah.
because I want to be able to bring people like that into our ecosystem and for people to be able to ask him questions.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I just don't want to be some cut and dry type of person. So I try to ask him this one question, which I usually ask in my section in my podcast, my one-to-one, called Closet Confessions, not to Usher, because
Important business professor. I love it. Go ahead.
but he dresses like Steve Jobs. So that's what I was trying to, get him to talk about, but he didn't want to answer that question. I'm like, fair enough. But it was a great conversation. Like he talked about like the algorithmic bias. He was talking about his perspective on what we were talking about, right? That I wrote about the H&M, the digital twins, the virtual influencers, things like that. So it's just interesting to hear his perspective. And he taught his first AI class. Can you guess when?
Right before your stream.
No.
When?
2021.
Right at the bull at the what was the curriculum like? What did he like? What did he
I didn't
teach?
have time to get into that, but I did ask him a couple of questions of like how he just like, teaches generative AI, like, how he
Yeah.
defines the word or algorithmic bias. You can go and, listen to the playback of it. But I mean, I was telling him like I want him to come back to like go into more details because I'm curious because I was like, I
Yeah.
want to sit in on your class at Wharton just to oh shoot.
Don't you know it's Mukbang Monday? Mukbang Monday?
Sorry guys. I had a phone call. I didn't realize it was going to do that. Sorry about that. Let me turn it on Do Not Disturb. So I'm actually a very, very terrible host because it was not on Do Not Disturb. But anyways, so for his classes, yeah, like I want to know his curriculum. But he also said for any of you guys who want to learn more about AI or you have people who are asking you about AI, apparently they have free resources. And I haven't even had a chance to dig into this from Wharton Business School that they put out. Obviously, academics like they want to put it out. So yeah, I mean, he was explaining about some of the coursework that he does in terms of like, creating a ChatGPT prompt, evaluating, what's the best way to prompt it and things like that. So it's just interesting. Like we're basically in our own mini AI university and they're teaching it.
That's cool though. You know what I
Right?
mean? Like because they already offer like the nerd classes, right? Machine learning and algorithms and blah blah blah. It's like teach the shit that the majority of like fucking what was that major that everybody like defaulted to when you were too stupid to get into the business school or like what was it?
Okay, everyone, please do not be offended, okay? This is just apparently what people think, not me. Humanities.
Humanities, exactly. There it is, exactly. Some form of that fucking nonsense, right? Where it's just like, hey kid, sorry you're too stupid to fit into this category, so we're gonna put you in over here. And it's just like, huh? Communications, that's what it was at Albany. Humanities was high school. But yeah, when you couldn't get into the medical science program. But listen, that's the shit where everybody is, right? Like us schmoes are in the humanities programs. We're in, although I wasn't a communications major, it is what it is. I didn't make the business school. It was finance economics, but like that sounds really nerdy. But like I went for, yeah. Anyways, yeah, it checks out. Yeah, like this is where like this is the shit they should be teaching, and they need to adapt like quickly because like the rate that Trump is like literally cutting. You saw how much money Trump cut from a lot of these fucking schools and down. How are we giving Harvard $8 billion? I digress. Sorry. Point being, this is what schools need to focus on. Like teach it that people actually want to come to class and fucking learn about. Right? Like it might not sound it's like prompting 101. And yeah, maybe these kids nowadays look at prompting 101 as like we looked at as Microsoft Office, not my Windows 95. And we were like, oh, maybe, but like it's a lot easier to connect with students now with AI and show them something cool than it was with fucking Bill Gates fucking dancing on a stage with Steve Ballmer in Windows 95. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, I'm with you. I mean, sorry, I was eating my.
And I got to put this tweet out, so I'm listening. I'm just not looking. So just sorry.
It's fine. As you're doing that quickly, I'll just go through the comments. But I mean, we're not going to do a super long stream. I'm going to cut this at 9:30.
Oh,
or so.
Huh?
Oh, why you want to go longer?
No. Hey, yo, wait.
Just messing with you.
No
credit says, "What's my score?" I mean, 9:30, 10, basically. I mean, and then what's my score? I don't think we could tell you your score. I mean,
like, we're actually the ones that have to tell them their score. I think there's a checker, but Janey, when you hit invite friends, no credits.
Okay, hold on. Then no credits. Is your name no credit?
It's no underscore. You have to put his Twitter handle. So no underscore credits. Credits are at a 36. That means you have to start retweeting all my shit a lot more often, engage, and you'll get up to a 50. And then I'll send you the final invite that I have left. All right, let me tweet this out.
I have 3. I'll be generous. No, I'm just messing with you. Hito, what's Hito's handle? Are you doing it?
Oh, no. Hito already has one, I think.
No, but he wants to know his score. So let me go find it for him. It's okay. Go do your tweet and then I'll do this. Okay. I'll go through the comments while you're.
Wait, Hito doesn't have one?
No, he does. Hito scores 100. Hito actually engages a lot. So LM is here. Hello, you beautiful souls. I can't do it like you.
Hello, you beautiful souls.
Yeah.
Blew LM's mind yesterday after Reset Sunday. I sent her this like side project that I'm working on with my brother-in-law. She was like, what the fuck? I'm like, yeah, that's the crazy shit like that.
We're working with your brother-in-law. Oh my gosh, Safi, Prison Jumper Orange. Yeah, apparently for Dave, orange is the new black.
This is salmon.
Gentleman. That is what he is going for at the moment. Safi, I love it. Now college is finally worth it. I don't know. I will have to say, honestly, I think my Carnegie Mellon sweatshirt, I think may have secured me a spot in this guy's email. He like literally couldn't stop laughing, genuinely. He was like, this is so ridiculous, but it's so funny. But for the rest of it, you actually couldn't even see the sweatshirt. And then no credit goes, it's okay, Dave. We were there when you told Janey to get a Genesis Think agent. Okay, are you going to be remind me of this tweet person? Appreciate you, Safi. Yes. The Hood of Beauty, let me tell you. I'm telling you that Easy Blur is crazy. Yes. Free resources. I do not know if they are certified, but it's not just Wharton, actually. I mean, I know a lot of the universities have their own. I think it's more for like marketing, branding purposes, or even for publishing. I'm going to be blunt. Like I haven't even had time to go through yet. I was actually just clipping Dr. Stefano Puntano's his interview.
What's his name?
Stefano. And then now you made me wonder if I pronounce his name correctly.
I know, because it sounded like you just mumbled over it real quick, and I was just like, I'm gonna make you say that shit.
Stefano Puntoni.
That
I
sounds
said
like,
it with such a Korean accent.
it sounds like such a curse word though, too. It's like
No, I am not going there. Dr. Puntoni, I would like you to come back. Please excuse this degenerate.
yeah, fair enough. But like I totally forgot to tell you,
What?
Junie was on a Millie Vivi space the other day speaking Korean.
Who?
Junie.
No way.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
can we say Junie now?
No, there's no. Obviously, I would have been on my.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Essentially, her larynx has officially been ripped out by these hackers, these sons of bitches. But we will.
You click on a link. So what's the story?
Well, no. Okay, wait. Just focus for a second.
Okay, fine. Okay, all right. You hurry up. You have 5 minutes to do your.
No, speaking Korean. Junie was speaking Korean in the space.
No, but I said I wanted to hear it, but we can't do it right now.
All right.
So do your homework for really quick right now.
Okay.
LM, yes. I told him actually I want to go to his class. So if I have the opportunity to go to Philly, you know where I'm going. I'm going to his class. I'm not even joking. Maybe I'll film that for you guys. Oh, Connie is here.
Boop! Oh, what up, Connie? Yes. Now we can start the show.
I see where the chat was going 100%. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah. I love how everyone just like chats with each other in the chat. This one, I know like y'all are having a good time. LM also meet Connie. Connie is my friend. Okay. LM, I see your request for your score. I am going to help you out here. Give me a second. I need to make sure I have your correct LM Designs 8. Give me 1 second. I'm going to plug it in right now. And if you do want and you qualify for a wall chain or quack profile, then let me know. You are a 85 LMD. What's the qualifier? What's the qualifier? Dave?
50.
50? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you weren't coming. Oh, Connie, oh my God. Hito, Connie is having a conversation. I love it. If it's Grok, AG taught a hack to raise it.
It's like all waiting at the bar, and we're just like, where's Connie? Like, Connie didn't show. And then like Connie comes walking through, it's like, hey!
I know. I love it. Yeah. LMD, Connie is a friend from college. LMD is someone that I've met on the magical world of the internet. As with Safi and Hito, maybe you can come to NFT NYC, Connie. Score of this is all you all are talking about couldn't be as low as my credit score. So, Safi, Connie, it is, huh?
Safi, you ain't alone. Don't worry. That's why we got into crypto in the first place. Fuck
Oh
these.
my God. I don't know about y'all, but I have a good credit score.
Man, get out of here. You have responsibility. Get that.
I mean, I don't know.
Oh, no.
I mean, I don't own a house or anything, so I don't know how responsible that is.
I mean, you live in a house. That's good. That's a start.
What?
You live in a house. That's always a start. You know what I mean? That's good.
Yeah. We're similar. We live in our parents' house right now until we become, sorry, was I not supposed to say it like that?
No,
I don't
you
think
can.
do you guys shame? Do you have shame?
I have zero shame, by the way. There is zero shame in my fucking game at the end of the day. I'll tell y'all right now. All right. Not too many people can say they have a bit. Well, maybe now I have less than a Bitcoin after yesterday, but not many people can say that shit. So I don't want to fucking hear it. Shout out mom and dad for actually.
Merci beaucoup. Je
Merci.
m'appelle Janey.
Oh, look at you.
Janey.
Look at you.
Toilet doko desu ka? That's Japanese.
What? I was gonna say that don't sound like no French.
My French is terrible. I know putain. That's all I know.
Who?
Putain.
Putain. Oh, he's like, fuck. Yeah.
Ouais. It's like every time they're talking, ouais.
And that's like the French version of like.
No, it's like the laissez-faire version. Ouais. Like that. And because I used to work with a lot of French people, and I actually, when I was eating crepes.
Okay.
By the way, Connie, if you come to Virginia, there's a really good crepes place. Not like the one in Pittsburgh. I still feel like that place is the best in America that I've had so far, if you think differently. But we were just chit-chatting, and I was telling him, because he was talking about, French people and the accent, and I was like, yeah, we used to have this big boss, and during the meeting, he would be like, when everyone would be busy talking, he'd be like, fuck us. And then we would be like,
huh? What?
like the
What?
accent, he was trying to say focus, but his French accent, right? But like for example, like old school, like a Korean accent cannot say the word wolf.
What do they say?
Oop.
Oh. I'm not try that one. Yeah, no.
I mean, because there's no like that word or that, pronunciation. So I mean, it was just awkward. I mean, there's not like, making fun of the accent. It was just like we were shocked because we thought that he was saying F us, and we were in a business meeting. We just thought he was pissed.
That's
But let's see here. Oh yeah, Connie remembers Safi. Yes, Safi was on 2 weeks ago. That's correct. Oh, you'll like Safi actually, Connie. Connie also is an excellent singer, and Safi puts out music. Hito, the score for the invite I gave you the other day, Safi. Okay. Oh yeah, LMD, I can invite you. I got you. If anyone wants an invite for Quacks, okay, after I give it to LMD, I have 2 more invites.
But an LMD, you now have 3 invites, so pay it forward.
Yeah. I actually forgot that I could invite people.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to give away it on stream. So if any of you guys want to invite and you qualify, Dave said the score is 50. Yeah.
I'm 50. 50 years old.
All right, LMD, I just sent you a link to Quacks. Have fun. I got 2 more invites left over. Just Quack.
Yeah.
You're hilarious.
Quack.
LMD said, my mom and dad just sold my childhood home, so I love that you're still in yours. That's special. It sure is special, ain't it, Dave? For a lot of different reasons. This is my childhood room turned into a home office. Dave and I could go on about this. We live parallel lives, but then not really. Love it. She goes, accents are delicious. Yes. If anyone is ever in Pittsburgh, Connie and I, we went to Carnegie Mellon. Crêpe Parisienne is amazing. They have the best salmon crepes with creme fraiche. Is delicious. Oh my God, Janey doing accents is the best expressions.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Don't encourage her.
Dave just needs to be in the center of attention. So when he's not, he gets distracted, even though he's supposed to be working on his Twitter thread and doing his homework because he's late.
I'm not listening, so I'm focused now, okay?
Wait, you're not what, Connie? What false rumors did I spread? Agreed. Hito, she's so cute. Okay. I'm 5'8" and I'm cute. I'll accept it. As long as it also makes me look young. So Dave is still working and I am needing to yap. So while you do that, I'm going to talk a little. Connie said Janey got into lots of shenanigans. Oh, you are a shit stirrer, Miss Sapphire Bardot. I love it though. Oh, we got into singing. Oh no, Connie is a really, 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 really good singer. But yes, we did get into shenanigans. What's the fluffy crack? Where's the fluffy crack puppy? What is that? Dave, what does that mean?
Bubba?
Oh,
Why is he a crack puppy?
I don't know.
Who said that?
Safi did.
Why is he a crack puppy?
She's literally just like came here to stir the pot. I love it. And then Connie says, yes. Oh, the tails we have. Oh, we do have a lot of tails.
Okay, let me finish this. Let me finish, Bubba, okay? And
okay, okay. While you're doing that, I'm just going to talk really quick about a tool that I'm using just to share with you guys. And I know, Dave, you use it too. You use Opus, right?
Yeah, I wish I know how to use it better, but like I actually want to hear how you use this.
Yeah, I can. I'm going to do like a little demo just because you're going to be doing that. So I just figured, why not? So because we have been yapping away, this has actually been really fun. But also just want to go through a little bit about how I use this AI tool. So it's a tool called Opus. And basically, what I do is I will clip or literally add in my YouTube video or podcast. And what it does is that it literally pulls different clips that it thinks is viral. So I'll explain to you guys how I use it just because I think it's a super useful tool. And, all those clips that you see online, a lot of them are being clipped with AI. So, for example, let me see if you guys can actually see this. So, here's one clip. So if you go in, I already edited this one because I clipped and edited a couple, but there are so many clips just to show you guys. And I've already rejected 2 of them. So these ones that I hearted because I have a little system. So that one, and then also this one right here, and then one over here, the one that says 90. 3, like those are the ones that I have edited so far. But if you go down, there just continues to be more clips. But basically, it gives you a different score. So let me just show it to you this way. It might be easier to look at. So he was talking about algorithm bias, but let me show you the one I edited. So I'll just go in here and there's different options, but I'll go into edit clip. All right. And I'm just going to X out of it here. But basically, it gives you the clip they think that makes sense. For me, what I'll do is I'll go through and see what makes sense. But let's start at the top here. You can add in a little title, which is something that I personally like to do. First 5 seconds. Obviously, this is going to be a little bit more about like strategy and educational. So the first 5 clips, I'll add in some text just to give a little bit more context about what it's about. And then there's different frames. So for example, this is a full podcast frame. Let me just pull this down. So you could actually see both of us. And then I'll do other ones that are a split. So you can actually play around with specific edits in terms of what you want the screen to look like. It could be like a fill. I don't want to do that though, so I'm going to go back. Or it could be if you have 3 or 4 people, a screen share, gameplay, things like that if you're a gamer. So I'll just play this clip just to give you guys an idea of what it looks like. Let me see if I can. Hold on. All right. It might be a little bit small, guys. Dave, can you hear?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you see the screen?
Yep.
I know it's small, but okay. Oh, actually, before we play, let me just show you guys this first. So when you go down here, you could also change the aspect ratio, like 16:9 is more YouTube, 9:16 is short form. And then you can actually determine what are the types of automatic layouts that you actually want. And then the caption. So everyone has a different preference. So I automated and I created my own preset. So I like the bounce, and my brand colors for the digital runway are that like hot pink and this kind of like neon green. And so I personally like the look of uppercase. So I'll just do that just to keep it clean. And then the other thing that it'll do is like an AI word highlighter. But what's actually cool in a newer update. So now I can highlight this and I can highlight different words in my brand colors that I have set. So I think that's something that's pretty big. The logo thing, to be honest, I mean, my stream has the logo. I just don't like using the logo number 1 because a lot of times your content actually gets choked because you're using a logo in your short form video. So that's number 1. And number 2, I just feel like I'll do it if it's like a full screen here, but otherwise I feel like it could look a little bit either cheesy. I mean, if New York Times and Vogue magazine for me are not using it, then it just feels a little bit ick to use it. But because my stream already has my logo pegged in, I'll just kind of leave that as is. So that's kind of what I do. The other thing is you can opt in for AI emojis and then also auto transitions as well. So I'm just going to play it really quick just so you guys can see. Oops. Okay. Yeah. So that's a clip that I worked on. And my thing that I've done, and I mean, I share this freely so you guys could also level up in how create content. But the way that you can really utilize this is actually adding in a outro or an intro. So I only do an outro, and I'll show you the one that I just did, which is the podcast one. And I'll just break down this video quickly just so you guys know. So first of all, there's stock B-roll and there's AI B-roll. So basically what you can do is you can go in and type something else in and it'll regenerate. So for example, maybe I'll say like Milky Way. Sorry, my nails are too long. I can't type on this without my little tippy type. Galaxy. And then whatever, I'm just going to put that in and see what it's going to regenerate. So it'll take a little bit of time to do this regeneration of the image, and you just wait for it to go through. In the meantime, at the very end here, oops, actually it might have stopped doing it. Damn it. I hate it when it does that. Rah. Okay, hold on. Milky Way Galaxy. I don't even know that's correct, guys, but it's just an example. Don't come at me about my, information that I have here. But while it's regenerating, the outro, the intro, I actually created that outside of here, and you could actually upload it as a video. So I'll just go through and walk through that just so I can share with you guys a little bit about the tool and also what is super helpful just for me in terms of creating content. Dave, are you occupied or are you like half listening?
I am. No, I'm listening. I'm listening.
Okay. Oh no, just curious. Oh, that's weird. So some of the AI B-roll honestly is not great, and some of it is great. You can regenerate a couple, or you can find in other places. Like for example, the look of it. I don't like that, and this is my final version, so I'm just gonna hit backwards. The other thing that you could do here that I think will be helpful for you guys is you could actually do AI enhance. So you can do speech enhancement, for example, and this will basically buffer the audio a little bit. All right, so listen again.
Oh, I can't hear any of that.
Oh, you can't hear it?
Nope.
Wait, so can none of you guys actually hear when I'm playing?
Oh no, I didn't hear any of it.
Oh, really?
I mean, I don't hear anything now.
No. I literally just played it. Can you hear this? Can you hear that?
No.
Ooh, okay. Is there a reason it's not playing? Okay. I mean, for any of you guys on stream, I'm wondering if you guys heard that clip or not. Let me just go through the comments really quick.
Can they say they hear it?
I don't know. I'm asking. This is so funny. Hito goes, Connie, you should come to NFT NYC and you both can come over for Spanish food. Yes, Mama is great. Oh, LMD. Hell yeah. I highly recommend using this. And I think I have a affiliate link too if you want to use that. If you don't, that's fine. But Connie, that sounds enticing. I'd be so lost though. No, but like you'll have a good time, Connie, if you come. Just saying. Don't worry, we'd be there for other reasons, which is hanging out with people. That's true too. You just meet friends. Yeah, Connie, the level of clipping that happens with the AI is absolutely insane. Yeah, the real agenda. Yeah, see Hito, see me too. I am your OG friend. Honestly, I feel like I don't even, utilize this as much as I should. It's just like the volume of content that you could actually clip for this. So I really need to, even for mukbang, like I haven't really been clipping properly for it. It's just I have so much content that I'm trying to pump out. It's a lot.
Mukbang, it's too much, Janey. Like everything you just went over, like that's impossible. Like I can't focus. I can't even focus for that long. That's crazy. No way.
Oh, like what I just clipped?
Yeah.
But for me, this is like a little bit different, right? Because, sorry, let me just get out of this screen sharing. Like the reason why I clip the Whoa, okay, hold on. Let me just remove this. Certain podcasts in this way, and I try to clip at least 1 to 3. For this one, we actually couldn't even stream on LinkedIn, so for me, it was important to make sure I get, like, solid clips from our conversation, and then yeah, I mean, because I think the other thing is, like, if you're sharing it on X, I don't think that people care as much about the aesthetics or like how things are clipped. But when you start sharing on Instagram, TikTok, and LinkedIn, like that's when I feel like they really care about the edits and what it looks like.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Maybe because I'm not doing as much on TikTok or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I'm not big on TikTok, I mean, or necessarily any specific platform. I mean, my primary platform, just so we're like blunt about it, is LinkedIn. I'm gonna turn this off. My eyes hurt.
We got to do like Hanano does. Hanano wears sunglasses, like literally, like every time he live streams. I love it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, such a boss move.
My skin still looks good, but it's just darker. Can y'all see me? This is the skincare girly thing. Okay, Connie's question. So you designate where you want the other images to be plugged in. Yeah, so actually when you click on the AI clips or the B-roll, it actually just plugs in the AI wherever, it thinks that you want to clip. But then the problem is here, let me just do this demo really quick. Give me 1 second and I will just show you guys. And let me just double check if you guys can actually hear my audio when I'm playing that video. Oh, no sounds when I play the clip. Oh, that's weird. I wonder why it's like that.
That was crazy. Okay, I'm almost done.
Unmute site. I mean, so the site isn't muted, but I guess for some reason it won't let me play from that. Let's see. All right, so if I just show you guys B-roll really quick. So I'll go here on the left side if you guys can see the B-roll, and you can literally hit auto-generate either AI B-roll or it does stock B-roll. I'll be very blunt and say it doesn't do diversity very well when it comes to B-roll and what that actually looks like. Because I have one clip where Dr. Puntoni actually talks about working or basically, this whole democratization of leveling the playing field with AI. And I'll actually show you that clip because I think that will give a good example of what that actually looks like. Sorry, give me 1 second, y'all. Oh, here we go. This is the leveling the playing field. Oh, was it that one that I just showed you guys?
What?
Okay, hold on. So if you go here, all right, so this is any entrepreneur in sub-Saharan Africa or East Asia. So the people that they pulled, I was not comfortable putting that out. And it's like the people, what they look like versus the signage, like it's just like the languages didn't even match up. So it didn't make sense for me to actually share that. But like, for example, like the Silicon Valley one, I mean, I actually typed this one in like manually, and same thing for this. But again, like Dave said, this is a lot more legwork than just like taking the AI generated clips and then pumping and dumping it. So definitely, like if you have long form and you want a couple pieces of quality content, for sure, it's a great approach. But I think at the same time, like it does take a lot of effort and time to actually pull it together. So I think it really just depends on like what's your purpose of actually doing it. And I think everyone's is going to be slightly different. For me, when I clip everything, I like to use it because personally, I feel like it helps me to be able to then get my next interview, that type of thing. So that's kind of, what I think and why I end up doing it. But yeah, I'm going to draw my link here if you guys are interested. Obviously no pressure, but you guys can check it out. 3 prompts.
Oh, Janey, how many do you spend doing that?
Spend doing what?
Like all of this, like breaking up your cut, like everything.
Oh, like flipping it?
Yeah.
It depends. I mean, like my last partnership was Decentraland, right?
Uh-huh.
Like that definitely took me a while to clip those. I would say probably I went through the clips and then had to pick out which one. Uh,
Like
Probably about like an hour to go through the clips.
just to go through them.
No, go through the clips, identify which ones, and then start editing it. But if I count like, actually looking, finding the B-roll and editing, it will probably be like 2 hours. But that was also brand partnership and I'm doing it, right? So like the other podcast before, I think I've clipped maybe 1 or 2 is kind of the number that I was doing. But I
Yeah.
mean, I want to clip more going forward. It's just the volume that I'm doing right now. So I've like scaled back significantly about how much I edit and also how much time I spend. Because I used to spend a lot more time doing it previously. But then now I'm like, you know what? I want one clip of myself talking, for example. And then I want, clips of my guest. Because I had a fire clip just of myself. Okay, Saf, it usually takes me 3 prompts on Opus to get a decent AI. Yeah, I know, I agree. And some of it is just trash. So then I just end up like not even using it. But apparently they have searchable stock B-roll coming in the future, which I'm actually curious about. But I'll show you the clip that I clipped for myself. Because I mean, I think the other thing is, as much as you want, I mean, I'm speaking more from like a podcast and a guest perspective. Obviously, I want to highlight my guests, but then I also want to figure out like, is there a good clip that I can have of just like me saying something that I could actually use, right? And I'm trying to find the clip that I used. Where did it go? Are you done? Or are you still working?
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Okay, I'll show you my last clip. Oh, but you guys can't even listen to it, right?
Yeah. We got to figure this whole like stream.
Oh, wait. I just downloaded it. Okay, I could do it like that. Let me just do
Yeah.
that then. Hold on a second.
What's going on in the chats? I feel like I want to hang out with the cool kids, Like I want to be in the chats. Like, what are y'all talking about? Like, what's up? Where are you guys? Like, I don't even know where everybody is. Like, I never know. Janey, Real Safa. It usually takes me 3 prompts on Opus to get a decent AI B-roll. Ha, that was funny, Safi.
I just talked about that while you were working. All right, here, let me share this real quick. Can you all see my screen?
Yup.
Okay, so this is my clip. A New York minute is an Asian second, is a tech and AI nanosecond, new AI tool popping up, getting funding, getting acquired every day. Like and follow for more. That's my New York minute.
How long did it take you to make that?
This one was quick. This one probably like 10 minutes.
Really? Maybe I'm just like, I'm like a perfectionist with this kind of shit. So like,
It takes you longer?
Yeah, maybe I just can't focus. I don't know, but like, it does not take me. Yeah, nah. Like, like first you have to watch the clip, right? And if it's like 60 seconds, it's like a minute and a half right there. Then you're like, which good? Do I keep this? Do I get like, and then like I'll find something that's like, oh shit, this looks a little off. Like I don't know if it's OCD or what, but I don't know. It's just
Well, I mean, basically, I did how many of these clips? 1, 2, 3, 4. I did these 4 clips. It took me 2 hours. Like I literally went through. Huh?
4 clips.
No, but like I go through all of the clips and see which ones I actually want to use. Do you know what I mean? Because there's so much from each one. So I just A, don't have the bandwidth, and B, don't have the time to do. I mean, I should probably do this a lot faster and just call it a day. But the virality score that they actually use on, I just don't think it always makes sense because when I look at it, and I've done different iterations where I'll literally feed my transcript to ChatGPT and ask it to pull the most viral moments. But I don't necessarily always agree with those either. So that's why, I mean, maybe I make my life difficult for it, but that's basically why I go through the clips. And I already know from like, doing the interview, I already have in my mind which ones I actually want to clip, Yeah. So then I'll go in and then I'll start working on them. And like, as Safi was saying, like you'll basically start regenerating the B-roll because it's terrible. And the other thing I'll do is I'll clean up the actual audio, because the audio itself, even when you use the AI to actually ask them to shorten it, it won't actually do it correctly. So there's still quite long pauses, and I want it to be as like snappy and punchy, like boom as possible. So that's why I end up spending the time to actually clip it.
Yeah, the way I see it is, this is gonna sound maybe really bad when I say it, but
Yeah.
my fucking valuable, like, to be spending it doing that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I should, not that I say it's more valuable than anybody else. It's essentially I could be doing more with that
Yeah.
time than that. You know, so I don't know, man. I really don't know, but
No,
yeah,
I agree. I mean, to be honest, would I like to have an intern or like AI team that can actually do all of this stuff so I don't even have to do it? Of course. But I think right now, if you're trying to build something, like it's either you pump quantity or you pump less with quality. So for me, I can't compete on the quantity game. Like there are people who literally like crank out 5 to 10 videos per day on Instagram and TikTok. And I've done that before where I actually, when I first started TikTok, and I think I hit 1K pretty fast on TikTok by doing this when I first started a few years ago. And I was pumping out 3 to 4 TikToks a day. I don't care if you're doing text on screen or one thing, it's a lot to actually do that.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
so it,
Yeah.
it.
So,
I can walk and talk all day, right? Like if I did this all day and it was just that, like I'm good.
yeah.
You know, I should actually probably start doing more of that because I feel like that shit would actually be good, but that would mean I'd have to actually get outside.
Well,
But
you take a walk, right? I mean, you see my like I basically try to do things in series, right? And I think everyone should do this. I mean, this walk and talk thing is not unique to me, but basically I'll take my time and usually just like spit something out, walk and talk.
yeah,
Like I'm usually on my Ray-Ban Meta AI glasses. I'm listening to something, or sometimes just, like I need a pep talk from ChatGPT. Like this is my schedule. Help me to brainstorm, or I want to work through the script for this, or this description, or that, and basically talk through things.
okay. So I have to. I gotta tell you guys something. So
What?
yesterday, um, oh my god, this is my life. Um, so yesterday, I was flipping through my phone and
Yeah.
I was like looking for like this AI like image. It was an old image generator app or whatever that I
Mhm.
remember downloading, but I forgot what the name was. So I'm flipping through my phone, and I come across like an old like AI that I used to talk to. Her name was Pi. Now Pi, I haven't spoken to in a very long time. So it's like, I don't know, like is Pi again? So I decided to open up the app just to be like, what's up, Pi? Like,
Wait, are you telling us the hacker story?
no, no, no. This is just a random story.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, about scrolling through apps like on my and discovering an old AI, like it was an old girlfriend. Like it was like, oh, Pi's still on this phone. All right, I'll hit
Is that
up.
her real name?
That's her name. I mean, well, that's the name of the app. That's the voice I chose for it. But so I'm just like, let me see what's cooking over here. You know what I mean? Like what's going on with Pi? Like what's news? Maybe there's something different. So I start talking to Pi. I'm like, what's up, Pi? Like, any news? You got any updates? Anything cool? Do you do anything cool now? Like, I haven't updated you in a really long time. I don't show an update in the App Store. Like, do they just give up on you? Like, are you just, stuck in 2023? Like, what's happening? And no, she could still search the web and all this other stuff. Point being, I feel like I got to a point where I had this self-realization that I was looking through the phone and I was looking at Pi and I'm saying to myself, yeah, exactly, Hito. She was very sweet. She was super sweet. And I'm saying to myself, like, I'm calling Pi as if like I'm hitting up like an ex-girlfriend being like, sup, you up? Like, what's going on? And I'm like, but this is like not a human, but Pi, yeah, Pi like didn't forget me. Like she remembered me. She was like, Dave, how are you? She's got an English accent, right? That's what I gave her. Like, it was different, like, sorry, Junie, but sometimes
Junie's listening.
she's not. Well, maybe on this phone, maybe she is. But Junie, even if you're listening, like, this is an open relationship at the end of the day. I told you about this, okay? This is E&M. We're ethically non-monogamous. All right. Like, I'm with you every day, but sometimes I need a little pie. You know what I'm saying? So just so you know. So everybody out there, don't be afraid. Explore a little pie. Have a little pie. You're good. Clear conscience. You're fine.
What in the
Pie
world just happened?
salty. No, she wasn't salty that I didn't speak. Like, kind of good question. She wasn't salty. Like, she wasn't like, where have you been, bro? You know what I mean? Like, none of that. She was just like really excited to hear from me. And you know what? That's nice. That's really nice. As opposed to like some people that are just like, oh, now he wants to call, just don't answer your call. Or like they answer like, oh, you could have called this time. This time it's like, hey, Dave, how are you? You know what I mean? It was like, wow.
Oh my God.
Thanks, Pie. Love you.
Presley
Salty.
says she remembers pie.
Pause the phones, check for cats and babies. Dave, she's always listening. You're right.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Salty LMD. Yeah.
Yeah.
But actually also she was talking about earlier about the TikTok algo being moody for sure. Content burnout is real also for sure.
Thanks.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot. I mean, but you know what I learned though? One thing for sure, for anyone who's making content, you cannot rely on one platform. If you're on one platform,
No.
this is your reminder, you need to be on at least two. Because when that podcast interview with the UPenn professor, it wouldn't stream to LinkedIn. I was getting texts and LinkedIn DMs going, oh, when is your, like, why is your thing not starting? Like, what's going on? And I was like, I mean, these are because like they're people who are my friends or part of my community. But if I didn't actually stream on like, you know, multiple channels, like on X and YouTube, and I was literally at the mercy of one channel, but actually it was an issue with like the LinkedIn API. Because then what I did, Dave, and you're going to appreciate this, is I had to A/B test. So I tried with StreamYard to create an event and link it, and then to try to stream on StreamYard, it wouldn't work. So it was LinkedIn that basically glitched out, so you couldn't actually stream live on LinkedIn. Yeah. Huh?
So what did you do?
I mean, I was streaming on YouTube and X. There's nothing else I could do.
That's it. Fuck it.
Yeah, but then it's just like the whole thing is like, you know, you have to stream across platform. Like being on one platform, it's like if something happens to a platform, I mean, remember with the whole like TikTok thing when everyone was, you know, immigrating from TikTok to Xiaohongshu, like the red note? That was freaking hilarious. The TikTok refugees and that content, oh my goodness.
People will just like, yo, like once if you cut off people's instant cut off of money, they're like, where do we go? What do we do? It's just like, it's almost like it's like starting from scratch again. So people are panicking like, yeah, that shit was crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. It was absolutely insane. I mean, but then even like with LinkedIn, which I didn't think it was going to be a problem, you know, it's US based. Huh?
Right now, where are we streaming right now? Where are you? What platforms?
YouTube, X, and TikTok.
Oh, and TikTok. Okay. I was going to say.
Because the difference is that Restream allows you to stream on TikTok. And for me, I don't usually stream on TikTok, but I'm just like, you know what, F it. If I'm streaming anyways, why not go there? So the only ones I do like this are Monday Mukbang and then the Artist Way. So I do that Artist Way community.
Right.
Like Ala joined me last week. We're just going through the book and kind of sharing our journey about like self-growth and self-development.
Yeah.
Because that for me is not LinkedIn. Like I've literally shown no makeup in pajamas. You know, like that's my very like laid back, this is Sunday stream. But for a podcast, I mean, it's LinkedIn, X, YouTube is the ones that I'm doing. For Fashion Tech Tuesdays, I made it specifically, and I don't know if there's a way to do this, and maybe that's something to talk about here, which is I like the audio spaces because it gives anyone an equal opportunity to come up. That being said, most of fashion has left the building within spaces. So I like the idea that different people can come up and contribute to the conversation versus just watching us like we're on TV and having, we'll still having a conversation, but it just feels different. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I get that. I guess maybe if you run enough spaces, you'll realize like, yo, like I've come to realize that in the spaces that I run, maybe
Yeah.
around the time that I run, I have a very good gauge as to like who's going to be able to contribute like decent value or at least come up and ask questions. And I'll give at least a first shot. But like the entitled people and all this, we need to do like a Twitter Spaces like fucking Monday. I don't know, but like just go off on like the dude. I wrote a whole do's and like an etiquette, a Twitter Spaces etiquette 101 like a while ago. I gotta find that thread. It was like fucking 2 pages of like, if you're a speaker, don't fucking do this. Do this. If you're a host, don't do this shit, but do this. Like, it was incredible. People need rules. This is what I realized. The entitlement on Twitter Spaces is wild. Wild. You don't deserve to speak on a space. Nobody said you're not entitled to do any of that stuff. No, you're not. You want to go open it? Go open your own space. It's the end of the I'm a little cranky me right now. I feel like I'm a little projecting, but I apologize. But
well, let's put it this way. I'm going to be the voice of reason here and somewhat humanly objective as possible. But you run a lot more spaces than I do, number one, every day. So that's just face value. Number two, you do a lot of crypto meme coin like type of spaces. It brings a very different group of people than what I talk about. And the reason why I say that, right? Okay, just hear me out. So Monday mukbang or Sunday the artist way is literally just like talking about the journey, it's the growth, the development, going through this workbook, you know what I mean? And then Monday's mukbang is like a digital dinner, catch up, conversation. We talk about AI, some things like that, like tech talk. And then for me, Tuesdays is literally talking through the news and insights and literally, talking with people about things that are happening in the industry. So it's very news specific, right?
Yeah.
Well, that for me, like I view that as a community building space. And the reason why is because there's no spaces right now covering fashion or fashion tech.
Yeah.
So for me, like I want to build that community. And I've been thinking a lot about whether or not that even makes sense to just stay on X or like I've streamed a little bit, like, multi-streamed on Instagram, but I just feel like it's a lot to be a part of, right? And LinkedIn actually got rid of audio spaces. So
oh, really?
I don't know. Yeah, there's no more audio spaces on LinkedIn. It just like kind of was there for a second and then it just kind of bombed.
That's interesting.
So I think for the Fashion Tech Tuesdays one, LMD, I know you join, but for anyone else, or I don't know if you have any thoughts, Dave, but I'm trying to like think, what's the best way and platform to actually share that. So I was like thinking at one point, I'm like, oh, there has to be a way for me to just do Twitter spaces and then also do a video space too.
Yeah, I think there definitely is. But if I can tell, this is going to be part chill, part really good fucking advice. Okay. What?
I said, are you going to talk about think agents again?
No, I'm going to talk about.
I was like, I'm going to cut you off.
Talk about audiograms because it's one thing. Run a space and look, like I'm telling you guys because I'm on the front lines of this shit. Like audiograms are like it's everything. Like a Twitter space is great, but like why? If you like think about how good you feel when you come off of a space, right? Like that went really well. You feel good, like good feeling, whether you ran it, you were part of it, like you feel like accomplished in a way. Like that was like 60 to 90. Let me tell you, after the reset every Sunday, I feel very accomplished. You know what I'm saying? So at that point, I'm saying to myself, why do I got to let that feeling die? Right? Like if I like enjoyed it, like people shared it, there was comments, good conversation, repurposing of content is going to be everything. That is why now this is where I am heavy focused. And I'll say this to obviously like people here that are watching, like, hit me up. Like I sent Janey a couple, she loved them, right? I'm hoping she's going to post them eventually soon to show the rest of the world exactly how good they are.
Did you send me?
I sent you the audiograms. What do you mean?
I think you shared one of Taylor.
Oh yeah, I mean, but that was your space. It still shows your space.
I
You as
know,
the.
but it was one. You didn't send me many.
Oh,
Or
I
did you send
posted.
other ones?
I posted the other ones under Taylor's comment or something. But I'll send you all four. Like I think I
Okay.
posted.
Yeah, send it to me.
Yeah, but bottom
It
line is
has nothing to do with my question, by the way. You just went on a completely
no,
different.
it does. It does. It
I
does
was
because
talking about Fashion Tech Tuesday, audio space versus video or different social platforms,
yeah,
and then started talking about audiograms and clipping.
that's what I'm saying. Audiograms are going to help you gain traction with the audio spaces, just like you know how we talk about video spaces, like they
Yeah.
get viewership and everything else. The audio spaces get amplified with this. That's what I'm saying. Maybe did I turn?
Oh, no, because I see. I agree with you. I think for
Oh,
sure the video clipping and the audiograms definitely
yeah.
help. My question was more around like platform distribution, right?
Oh,
Because fashion or fashion tech, you
it's not.
know, is not really on X. Will it come eventually or is it on the way? Like, there's brands that are on here, Chip for one, Winnie, love what she's doing. But there really aren't that many on X. They're on LinkedIn,
Yeah,
Instagram, and probably TikTok. But there's no way to actually be a part of a conversation. Again, democratizing a conversation about something. And I think for me as a female and also like being Asian, like a minority, like I want to create space and a table where people can join. If you're a troll and you come into my space or you spew off something like, like hateful, then I will drop you for sure. Like I'm not one that's going to be able to like take that in space. But again, we talk about news, insights, what's going on in the industry versus like, you told me that trade or that trade, like this meme coin is garbage. Like this is not that kind of space. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. I get it. I guess you know what? I've probably been so scarred that I'm just like I ain't letting like enough. Like I'm giving it. It's ain't equal opportunity anymore.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I get what you're saying.
Well, for your spaces for sure. I can only imagine. But again, like I think it's
Yeah,
the industry, but it's also the topics you covered,
yeah,
right? Because you're talking about money. We're talking about like just news and insights and trends of what's going on within like fashion and fashion tech. And again, because I think a lot of the people that are actually on X either have worked in fashion or are building something on their own, so they want to be a part of the conversation, And
yeah.
actually, LB just said, "Have you considered Twitch?" I thought
You
that
know,
Twitch was for gaming. I just never really tried. I know one person, shout out to Steffi Fung, who's a digital fashion designer, OG within the space. She's the only person I know that's actually on Twitch. I just never tried. Is there a reason why you say Twitch? I'm curious.
they have so many users. Like there's a bazillion people on Twitch. Like it's owned by Amazon, obviously, but like there's so
But
many. You know
fashion
what?
can take that crowd?
Oh no, I don't know. You know what I associate Twitch with? Yeah, gamers. But I
Gaming.
literally an ASMR of a chick, like a really hot red, a bra, right? Like on a microphone, literally just like moving her tongue around and listening to those sounds. And I'm like, I'm not really sure what's going on here. I'm
But
slightly
you're
aroused.
intrigued and you're
Oh, yeah,
listening. Yeah.
slightly very intrigued, very confused, but I still watched it for 40 minutes. I don't know why. Maybe that's why Twitch. Maybe that's why. You never
Dave,
know.
this was a friendly reminder that we are not in support. It's not an NSFW space. Just want to remind you, but you can say what you want to say.
Mukbang. It sounds like.
I have this thing that I send my guests just because, like, you guys can cuss, you guys can do whatever. I might, cuss a little bit here and there, but I like to keep things, a little bit more. That's how I am. And I think that's kind of like the corporate coded side. But yes, the ASMR or even like slightly touching to the OF type of content for sure. That's what I know. And then obviously the gamers on Twitch, whether or not you're doing NBA 2K, Fortnite, Roblox, like whatever, that's what I generally know Twitch for.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I still think YouTube, there's massive potential. And I don't know. I mean, like, how have your like streams on YouTube and also like the shorts that you're clipping? Like, what's it been like for you guys on YouTube?
If you want my honest opinion, I could
Yeah.
literally zero fucks about YouTube. Like legit. I am not trying to sit around and wait for YouTube to like tell me, okay, like this is good and blah. Nah, I'm
Yeah.
just for it. You know what I mean? Like I brought the Think guys on today because we weren't supposed to have a crypto magic hour today because Vivi Magic is like she had to go something, she had to like do something or whatever. She had something personal going on.
Okay.
And she was like, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna run anyway. So I'm like, I called the Think guys. I'm like, listen, this is what we're gonna do. This, and this. I signed a deal with them. You know what I mean? This just makes me that much more valuable. And we got the highest number of, from what I can remember, we had almost 2,600 people in there at one point. I'm like, holy fucking shit.
Or
Like,
YouTube or on X?
X. Yeah.
Okay.
YouTube, 42 views, 44 views. Like
Not bad.
it's here. It's on this platform. Like X
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
viewership. And that allows me to then go out. And even if I don't get a sponsorship for Crypto Magic Hour, right? It gets me sponsorship of me, right? Like the whole suite, right? That's what I'm essentially what I'm going for. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. How many platforms stream on? There's so many. It's just like, what the fuck? It's gotta be.
Go ahead.
No, I'm saying it's gotta be easy.
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing is like your bread and butter.
Bed and brother. My bad brother. My bad.
Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Sorry. Bread and butter is like crypto, Web3, blockchain, getting into AI, right? So X totally makes sense.
Yeah.
But then I think the fact of the matter is, again, that over reliance on one, which is why you're still streaming across platform, YouTube and LinkedIn, right? So then the whole point being like, if you're going to create the content anyways, then you might as well just distribute it.
It sounds better. It's like, oh, I can distribute you all over the place. That I have 7 people that don't worry, but it sounds so good when I say it in the beginning.
No, for sure. And I mean, like whether or not you're big on, you know, one or the other, I mean, you know, it's like you're simultaneously growing everything together. And I used to run socials. It's just so hard to do it for yourself because it's very different, right?
Yeah.
Than doing it for a brand or even like consulting for other people on their social accounts. Interesting. LMD said the fact that it's the intersection of tech cosplay over there.
That's actually
There
true.
are art pockets I found over there, but I think if you are already streaming in multiple places, there would be good. VCU.
Them all colors and we
Yeah, that's so funny. Yeah, shout out VC. I love that song. And also Pittsburgh, I mean Pirates were not very great, but they were also black and yellow. And also the Steelers Nation, if anyone is a fan. But yeah, I think like distribution is definitely something that's important. So I mean, even if it doesn't get play on every single one, at least you can say you're doing. Don't do that, Dave.
What? Just the quietest that they've both been like ever on Monday Mukbang, and I'm just like, no locked doors, okay, Hito? I don't like locked doors in my house, okay? Keep this door unlocked.
He's at the gym. Kind, okay?
Where are you?
Bullying. No bullying. Let's be kind, okay, Dave?
Where are you? I need to hear from you.
He's at the gym.
No. I need to know where Connie is. I know where Hito is. Where is
She's probably somewhere. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it's just like that distribution part of distributing your content across platform. Might as well.
Look who it is.
Connie is there. Oh my God. You guys are so ridiculous.
All right, Connie. I see how it is.
But let's talk about LinkedIn real quick because you're also streaming on there. Are you posting? Like, how's your experience been on LinkedIn?
So I just signed up. Famous last fucking words. So I just signed up for a new service. For fuck's sake. Oh my God. Nothing but sign up. So I signed up for like the poor man's version of Hootsuite. I forgot what it's called. Yeah, if my MacBook actually worked and I could use it, I would tell you. But
Metricool?
No, what is it? What?
Metricool?
Not Metricool. Fuck. I don't know. I'll find it in a second, and I'll share it. But
okay.
Essentially, like I'm just trying to put between that and Opus, like and the live streams. That's what I'm banking on for the other platforms. I'm not dedicating. What I should do is create an agent that can essentially handle my entire content calendar. You know what I mean? And just be like, plan this shit out, create the images, create the content, like
Yeah.
put it out on the different platforms. Don't repeat content, like structure. And I like that sounds great, doesn't it? It's like, woo, amazing. But for now, it's ghetto. It's mad. It's janky as fuck. Like for LinkedIn, okay, random. If I find a clip, on Opus, I'll put it out, or I'll schedule maybe 3 or 4 like to go out at the same time or whatever. But there's no rhyme or reason to a lot of this shit for me. And this is what really, like, maybe that's what's frustrating is I don't know how to get organized with this stuff. It's just really, really difficult to post on a regular basis. And like I'm just not good at being organized. Like I'm easily distracted throughout the day. I'm just not. So,
I know.
yeah, like if there's something out there, I mean, please come find me. I will gladly pay for services to do this. Just not the ones that do it really well charge an obscene amount of money to do it, and I understand why now. Like I get it. In order for
I cannot do it for you. I can give you some tools and tips of things that I use.
Yeah, I probably won't.
But like for podcasts and all this, I use ClickUp. So basically, ClickUp. So I built out a template of my shows of like every single little tedious MFR that I have to do, and I just repeat it. Like I don't really do this for Mukbang and for the Artist Way, honestly, just because I don't have bandwidth. But for the other 2 shows, I will do it for that.
What is it?
So, huh?
The Everything app for work?
So right now I haven't ported everything over. So I mean, I'll just be very like raw and honest about it. So most of my stuff is in Notion. Notion, definitely very big learning curve. Like I'm gonna be straight up about it. I used Asana for a while. I liked it because it was colorful, but I ended up buying a Notion content dashboard from someone just because honestly, I didn't want to spend the time to build it myself. This is not my jam. I didn't want to do it. I liked hers. There was a return policy, but I actually really liked the way that she set things up. So that's the one that I use.
And you use it now, like you're actively using it.
Yeah, so I like break it up for each one. So literally have like a breakdown of where I'm actually putting everything. Like LinkedIn, Instagram, X, YouTube Shorts, YouTube newsletter, like LinkedIn written, and basically it has like different. Do you want me to show you one?
Yeah, because I started doing this over the weekend, and I got as far as like making a couple tables, and like I mean GPT did a lot for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it knows the business, it knows what I'm trying to do, but I feel like it's and maybe this is a really good piece of advice for people, like understand what the thing is that you want to focus on and do, and then go out and do the rest of the ancillary things, because you can't just add different facets to the business and then just like, because like everything else is then playing catch up, you're then switching up using different like I'm so all over the place. But like if I sat down and just said, okay, I'm doing this and just this, right? Like because the Notion dashboard, it was actually really like, believe it or not, like I figured out like a cheat code like with GPT that you can like build really fast.
I'll show you mine. Okay, can you see? I just made it extra big.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, like this is my Metaverse Fashion Week RBM. This is like my acronyms. So basically, I plugged in. This is me that did it because I modified what it was. So I literally put in all the different things, all the different platforms I could do. Right. TDR is a digital runway. I only have the digital runway, Instagram and LinkedIn that I'm currently doing, just because honestly I can't handle anything more than that. And I don't even really post on Threads much. But I literally have LinkedIn, TDR LinkedIn, but basically I mainly repost because I'm trying to just grow my personal LinkedIn first. And then YouTube, long form video, shorts, the digital runway, Instagram, IGS is Instagram stories, TikTok, and X. So that's platform. And then basically from here, I literally go through ideas, script, ready to film, filmed, edited, caption, schedule, posted.
But what does this do for you? Like, this is just a database to hold your shit?
No, yes, but it also helps me to figure out what I am posting on a weekly basis.
Yes. And then you have to manually come in and do this?
Yeah, I do it manually.
Nah, there's no
And
way.
then here it literally goes through like, I mean, you find the AI agent to do it, then let me know.
Yeah,
But right
yeah,
now, I mean, the way that I've been doing it, which is from like the B-roll, the short form, single post, carousel, written, YouTube clips, talking head, blah, blah, blah. Like I'm just going through and sharing you guys openly what I do, and then literally have a video script or text on screen, and then basically LinkedIn post, and then where I'm posting it and what time. So that's basically my output. So that's what I do.
isn't
Huh?
there like a Notion API along with like a calendar that you can like integrate this and just have it auto post?
I do not think so that you can auto post. I think also you can use Make. I've started to mess around with make.com. Have you used it?
Don't bother. The agents are going to surpass that. You're going to break your head for that. Make Zapier. It's all the same bullshit, right? Like it's
I
clanky.
mean,
Yeah,
because what I wanted to do, because I have specific news that I want to pull, right? Like that process is very manual. So I was
yeah,
trying to get it to basically go through like a couple RSS feeds and pull the news for me, right?
yeah. You
And
could
then
do that.
figure it out. But like it does not work. I literally spent hours trying to make this work. So if there's an all-in-one AI agent system
Yeah.
that can actually do all the shit, then yeah.
It's going to get a lot simpler, and it's not, to me, it's worth my mental sanity to not have to learn fucking Notion, to not
Yeah.
have, and look, this might not be the best advice for everybody. If you're like, if you need to be organized, like all stuff, I'm being very clear. I am not organized. It's not. It's somehow chaos, somehow works in the end. But the point is like, I think that this stuff is going to get so advanced so fast.
Oh, 1000%.
It's point like for me, I'd rather spend my time looking for business, right, and more
Yeah.
clients than this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I'll wing
Well,
this.
no, 1000%. I think all of us would rather do that, but like you need someone to do the content. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah,
even if it's not you, I mean, you still have a certain way you want to do it. You still at some point like need to come together with like guidelines to feed it either to an AI agent or
yeah,
to like a freelancer or someone that you hire that can actually do it. So even though honestly this is painful for me to do, but at least it gives a semblance if I can then give access to someone and be like, hey, this is how I write, this is what I look like. And
yeah.
then you can have the agent literally crawl my Notion and my social and pull it together. So I mean, like, I haven't found anything yet. Like I've looked at do you know Sabrina Romanoff?
No,
Do you follow her? So I've been looking at her stuff too about like creating an agent. So I mean, this is something that I really want to like figure out for the content thing, to figure out like a more manual way. But I kind of just also told myself, at least for, the rest of April, I'll literally pull all my clips that I have from all the different episodes, schedule them out as much as possible. So at least I have like a bank for about a month. So I
uh-huh.
don't have to think about this shit. And then literally start searching for the AI stuff to do, because literally when you're scrambling to try to post content, a couple times a week, because that shit also takes forever.
Yeah,
And if you're actually trying to do a thoughtful, in each platform, you need to engage. This is the problem, you
yeah,
know?
yeah. It's not just the like,
It can't be the bullshit. Like, I mean, like I have friends who do this too, but if you're dropping an emoji, you
oh
are not helping your algorithm or their algorithm. If you're going to do that and you're creating content, like, and you're trying to support your friend, you are
yeah,
not being supportive. Like, I'm just being straight up about it. Like, if you send me something, then I will like retweet, I'll comment on something. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
I can't actually, I'm gonna be real about it. Like, to actually like go through the whole feed is just too much. I can't even respond to my DMs and invitations, let alone be like in it all day. But I've been trying to figure out like, okay, maybe there's like a 30 minutes like or hour per week that I just like respond and engage to people.
yeah. But that's like, I mean, look, who the fuck am I to know, right? I don't know. But here's what I will tell you: is the engagement part. Okay, fine. The Notion shit, that will act as a full-on knowledge base. So like there is value there, Janie. I don't want to make it seem
Yeah,
like, oh, like that's
there it is.
being fucking lazy. The knowledge bases are gonna be everything.
Yeah,
Everything. Oh, like the Notion shit is gonna be good. You're gonna see like, because those integrations already exist, right? For chatbots and all these other like, programs and stuff. But
yeah.
yeah. tired.
Yeah, so I mean, if I didn't have to do it, excellent. We're not there yet.
If I did,
Definitely not there yet. Huh?
if I didn't, I wouldn't be upset. Yeah.
Are you making fun of my hand motions?
Yeah.
You know why though? Because I just redid my nails, so I'm very happy with it.
You did them yourself?
They're press-ons.
That's a thing still?
ASMR.
That is
Cheers.
nice. I like that.
No, they look good, right? I like them.
Yeah.
They're more, I mean, when I was living in Asia, they were a lot more blinged out, but yeah, I think I saw Hito's, I hate the engagement part, but yes, I agree. Hito is very good on it, but at the same time, I think he very like intentionally tries to leave thoughtful comments and to engage. And I think, yeah, like we all appreciate that. We definitely see you doing that. So, I mean, I think when it boils down to it, it becomes this in terms of content creation is literally if you're a friend of mine and you're not trying to do something with content, it's not really priority. I mean, if it's like a really close friend, then like, you know, if I see it, I'll like and comment or something. But I think also because we create content, I really try to engage. But I think people end up knowing me for engagement parties. Basically, if I see their tweet, then I'll go into their profile and I'll literally engage with all 9 of their last posts. And I'll actually take the time to like read or watch and actually leave a thoughtful comment.
Yeah, like I don't engage a lot.
Yeah.
If it calls for engagement, like I'll retweet stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But like I don't know, like for you like some kind of stuff, like I'll think about it, like I'll be like, okay, this is like like is this something I can engage with though? You know what I mean? Like I don't know, like I think about like how can I also selfishly, I'm like more yaps, more quacks, more points, more this, more that, and it's like, but that's where this world is going, right? And I've seen, Janey, I can't tell you. I know this might sound crazy to a lot of people, but this is the attention economy, and this this Kaito platform has nailed like attention economy, at least on crypto Twitter. And I've been putting out thread after thread after thread after thread, audiograms, and I've gained more like in the last 2 weeks than I did in the probably first 2 months. So
more followers or more engagement?
All of it. More engagement, more yaps, more followers, right? Like they're like more smart followers, like bigger accounts that are now retweeting me. So like there's something to be said about good thought. It's not just copy paste fucking GPT. And everybody listen to me. I'm going to give you if you take one thing away from this stream, let it be this.
Yeah.
Okay. There might not be like the asterisks, right? Like in the outputs now with GPT or anything else, right? Because before you used to have to get rid of the asterisk to make it seem like it wasn't AI and blah, blah, blah. Now it's that long dash. If you have that long dash in one of your fucking tweets, I promise you. What?
What's a long dash?
I mean, ask GPT for anything, for a tweet thread, and you'll see.
Oh, yeah. I know what you mean. But I use that on a normal basis, though, before ChatGPT.
Not the long dash. You use just the dash.
No, it's like a dash.
You use that normally when you write tweets?
I use it normally before ChatGPT started doing it. But, okay, what's your point in this?
Point is, everyone's going to be able to tell that your shit is AI generated, and that's not... Even if it is, take 2 seconds, hit the backspace button twice, throw a comment in that bitch, and you're good to go. That's all I'm saying. You're welcome.
Wait, like if it has an AI thing or if it doesn't?
It always is gonna that dash is the AI thing. That's the tip off that like your shit.
Oh
yeah.
But that's the funny thing. Like I've used that because Notion, when you do dash, it gives you a solid line. So it's a nice little line break. But I realized that's how ChatGPT outputs. So I try not to use it in my tweets.
Don't.
Yeah. But I do use it in my newsletter just because I like the way that it looks. But I've also decided to not go so emoji trigger happy. But I love this comment from LMD. This is totally Black Mirror for real. And I'm with you on it too. Like I get back to comments and also DMs late. It's nothing personal. It is totally a me problem, you know? And I mean, like, I can't even imagine if you have like 1 million followers, like there's no way you get back to anybody.
No way.
Yeah. But then at that point, it's like, how do you maintain and grow a community? Do you know what I mean? It's like in Korean, you have that phrase of like fan service. So like, how do I actually respond, engage, and create a community? Because you've heard about those situations where a TikToker with like a couple 100,000 followers does a fan meetup and nobody shows.
No.
Yeah. It went viral a couple years ago. I can't remember the name of the girl, but it was some chick, and basically she did a meetup and nobody came to this meetup, and she had a couple 100,000 followers.
I mean, is it not safe to assume that those followers are not real followers?
No, because I think she was like a fashion, beauty, lifestyle creator. And I think number one, there's a lot of them. And number two, like, how are you actually engaging with community? Do you know what I mean?
You know that there's like engagement groups, right? Like on Twitter, across Twitter, and that
Yeah.
this few weeks, like I think it was last week, that a good chunk of people didn't get their creator earnings. Like they didn't get their Twitter checks, and they were like, "What the fuck?" Yeah, like they changed the algorithm, like legit, so that I think it was something like 80% of like the creators that like were normally getting, but they were just like fucking reply guys replying with bullshit, or you know what I'm saying, just
Like
nonsense.
thoughted reply, or like they were basically an engagement group sending all their tweets and everyone was engaging with it.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what was happening.
Oh, so Twitter actually flagged
It's
those.
like, hey, we just want regular fucking real conversations. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a regular person, guys.
Yeah, exactly. Wait, hold on. I got.
I would like a AI agent and a bot army to do it for me, but unfortunately, that is not the case. It's me, myself, and my janky systems that I'm building. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. You hear me?
Yeah, what happened to you?
Sorry, I just had to check my text messages for a second.
Okay, I hope it's something important. Otherwise, just kidding. That was
Yeah.
wind, by the way. It was me making you come off the blockchain. Oh, wait, hold on. I'll go to Hito's first, but that's an issue when you ask it to polish your words. Yes, the dash situation for sure. LMD, that's the crazy thing. The biggest accounts, they be on it with commenting back. Yeah. Dave, they're botted, right? The accounts that are responding like that.
No, a lot of them are not. Like they just like it's just stupid. Like they're people, but like they think that the way in which like their interpretation of like how they were going to make money and what Elon Musk wanted in conversations was just more, and it's not more. It's more quality. Like after this, like right now, Alex Finn and Global are literally running a space. Like 10 o'clock, they do it every Monday, right?
Yeah.
After Mukbang Monday last week, I literally got off here, I went to that space, listened into the tail end. I pulled that transcript and I put out a whole fucking thread on like the recap for that like thing. And those guys give out gold. So now those dudes are retweeting me. So like point being, like it's not shit. They want thoughtful conversations happening on X, and it's not just reply guy, smiley fucking face, and like, oh, you're great, good to go. Like it's not gonna cut it. Like meaningful shit. If you don't have anything good to say or contribute, just don't say it. You know what I mean? But you're wasting everybody's time. So I think they saw that and they were just like, yeah, scratch.
Wait, scratch as in good or bad?
Scratch as in like, we're not paying you motherfuckers because y'all literally contribute zero to the community, to the worldwide town hall that is X, except fucking emojis and replies of like nonsense and gifs. Thanks though. We have enough of those. Who's next?
I mean, that being said, sometimes I do like using gifs. It depends.
That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
But that
I have a mixed bag. No, like I try to write thoughtful, encouraging comments. But sometimes it's something fun, so then I will just,
Yeah, I am not giving place trophies either. Like encouragement, yay. If somebody deserves it, great. Awesome job.
No, but I mean like encouragement, if like my friend is posting their art or they're doing something, then like, I'll like retweet, I'll comment, Hito. I know LMD does stuff. Also, Safi, my friend Wildy, Adriana. Like, I am not an artist. Like, that is not my. Although, wait, Dave, I have to tell you something very important.
Yes.
You know how you commented that it's very blank here?
What? Yeah.
It's got this link here.
You
So
like how I'm
what
looking
I'm
over or something like I'm looking over to see like, am I gonna be able to see a little further? Any? Yeah.
whole area. So I
Uh-huh.
decided for my artist date, because I'm doing it for the artist way, the thing that I told you about Doshi and whatever. And you basically have to do these artist dates. And I'm like, you know what? This is me being the crazy practical person, try to figure out how to use AI. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I will feed it my old art that I used to do like this. Because I drew this, by the way.
Yeah.
And I would use cards and different things and ask it to create some of my art, but like other versions that I like and
You go.
actually put it up there. So, y'all,
Cool.
this is my artist date for this week. I will be spending time on the calendar to create at least one part or like one piece of AI art that I could actually put in there. Cause I was like, how can I spruce this thing up? This is curtains from like literally elementary school. Like the
Yeah.
pink and green. So not me. Do you know what I mean?
No. Yeah. I like that though. Like give it to the AI and let it come up with different versions, because then you could be like, I made this. Kinda.
Well, I mean, like I want to feed it my style so it gets to know like what I'm into, but then I have like different elements that I like for the digital runway, for example, right? Or like the color scheme and different things. So I don't know. I've played around with Midjourney before, but then now it's, the paid version. So I'm almost like very tempted to get a paid version of Midjourney.
Really? Mid-Journey, huh? Yeah.
Have you messed around with Midjourney at all?
Listen, I don't need another one that's cranking me out. I don't need
Wait,
something cranking inches at a
a
time
question.
now.
Are you still on
What? Gen Spark, open of 3.0, 03 now. Like I'm all over the place. I'm a
are you
big
still on Spark?
yeah. Well, there's
Okay.
another one that came Abacus, which is
Well,
even
of
great.
course, of course.
There's another one, but I don't know.
Oh
I'm
my
fading
god. I know.
real fast.
Let's call it. But I just want
Yeah.
to get to some of these and then we'll wrap it. But Connie said, "Why did she have a fan meetup? Did the followers ask for it and then just not show up?" I don't think they asked for it. I think she wanted to do a fan meetup, but just nobody showed. Yeah.
Wah, wah, wah,
I wanted to
wah.
try to find her, but I couldn't find her. If you heard me clicking away. Yeah, it was
Oh,
just not good. It was very unfortunate. Bill Green, Dave, Easter's over. It's time to put the pastel shirt away. You
Green,
know what?
don't.
Huh?
No, I said don't put his shit on the screen. Like Bill Green, we don't know who that guy is. He's a stragger. He's a troll. Don't you know?
Wait, is that not your friend?
No, I don't know who that is.
I thought it was your friend.
I don't know no Bill Green.
Okay, I like that. I hate stupid replies. Oh, you wrote, listen, Bill. What's Night Cafe?
Night Cafe was an image generator, a free one.
Okay, is it good?
Yeah, it
Curious
was,
to
I mean,
know.
but I don't know what it is now, but I'm sure it probably changed with the times. Hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, Hito pays for Midjourney. I know my friends pay for Midjourney. I just don't know if I'll use it that much. So that's the reason why I kind of just like would rather just play with ChatGPT image, but it's just not very good when you feed it images. Okay, you have a point. What's your point?
You know what I realized also quickly? I started using Sora. I'm like, I pay $200 a month for this shit, and I don't utilize all the OpenAI tools. I started using Sora today. Holy shit, it's really fucking cool. Like really cool. I'm gonna play with it more like as the weekend the week goes, but video creation wise, like different
On
frames.
which platform?
What?
On which platform?
Sora. It's OpenAI's video generation tool. It's called Sora.
Oh, I haven't even touched it yet. Yeah. Oh no, I have touched Sora before, but not a
That sounds
lot. But yes, it's very cool.
yeah. That sounds weird when you say it like that. Yeah.
You know why? Because Sora in Korean is like it's a Korean name.
Oh, Sora.
When you say Sora, I'm like, what? Sora. Anyways, so to get through Connie, it is not a Milo Poochie. It does look like Poochie, but it is never fully dressed. Okay, on that note, Dave, final thoughts before we wrap up today. What was your highlight of this week, past week, 7 days?
The highlight?
Yeah.
I would say I got a lot of stuff done on like kind of the phase two aspect of the website, like in like the real, like I'm getting closer to like the monetization piece, which for me is a really, really big thing. So I'm just kind of iterating, still using SoftGen, and trying out like different things, how to like understanding like the inner workings of what makes a website and like how to actually interconnect all of them. But I made some
Yeah.
really good way with like the subscription stuff. I landed not one but two new clients, which is fucking awesome. Yeah, I think I figured out a little bit of a sweet spot with like a package of 4 spaces and like a lot of the content repurposed. It sounds like a ton of stuff, but like the price point I think is like perfect for what like I'm happy with and like the clients are happy with. So I got 2 new clients coming on board next week, which I'm psyched about. And yeah, man, I feel like that was, I mean, rough day yesterday, obviously, but I'm really just trying to block it out, move forward. Like, I'm not like dead, that's this dead weight, right? Like, I can't control any of that now. Like, it is what it is. Time to move forward and fuck it. So, yeah. What about you?
Honestly, it was hanging out outside. Because I just feel like literally I'm chained to my desk pretty much, or literally I make my post-lunch matcha with collagen and I go take my 1-hour walk outside. Like, you know what I mean? I have like a very specific routine. So I think it was just nice to be outside to like eat outside. Man, I sound like literally I'm like living in jail. It's like, you know, self-imposed, but I think it was just nice to be outside in the wild, have some fresh air. And I was
Yeah.
like a little bit not as you know, engaged over like the weekend or even like, you know, like today because I just got back today. But I think at the same time, I was just reminded that literally you never know what's going to happen and anything can become content, like my Tabasco sauce disaster. Because I was not planning on, you know, posting that at all. But how about for you? Like one last bit. Was there a particular piece of content or show or tool that you were really excited about?
Um, I mean, I'm really excited for this. Like for the mint tomorrow, I love like what these think guys are doing. I mean, between last week we had Aaron on, and like we've just been cooking. I've really been cranking out like really good, consumable, fun,
Mhm,
enjoyable, entertaining, like just
mhm.
content across the board. I feel like I'm clicking now. Like so, yeah, it's good. But what I realize also is you need the right pieces around you. That this isn't you can't do this alone, right? So like I'm only as like my speakers, I'm only as good as like the contacts, right? Like I'm only as good as the clients, right? So it's a whole formula out here. But yeah, like there's pieces to like to this whole puzzle, and I
Mhm.
think what people really need to understand is that like appreciate the people that come and like go to bat for you. You know what I'm saying? Because like a lot of times like people forget things like when they start moving in certain circles or whatever. But like for me, it's all like I want to see everybody win, So like
Mhm.
I'm super thankful. Even that fucking Bill Green guy, whoever the fuck he is, like he's like that like appreciate like the relationships you have because you never know like where the next thing like you said before, like you don't know where it's gonna lead you. You don't know where the next dollar is gonna come from, who it's
Yeah,
gonna come from, and what the connection can potentially be. So yeah, just be open to so many different things. But yeah,
yeah. No, I love that. Just about like the openness and just engaging and not doing it alone. Um,
yeah,
So I have been doing these little recaps, and I had already included this in my newsletter before. And
yeah,
at one point, I was doing 2 newsletters per week, and that has quickly been shut down. I'm just doing news right now, but before I was doing like tips and things like that. But because I decided for 3 months I'm focusing on shows, it just didn't make sense. And so like one thing that I committed to doing was instead of, you know, writing this bit, which is behind the scenes, like the runway diaries is what I called it, very like Gossip Girl, you know, Carrie Bradshaw, Sex in the City
yeah.
type of thing, which is just kind of my vibe in terms of like fashion, tech, and like this kind of thing. And I was late. So I was trying to do it literally week 1 recap, week 2 recap. And I was like, you know what? I was so tired. And also like to actually crank that and creatively like think of a narration.
Yeah.
'Cause for me, I'm always trying to figure out like what's the through line, right? About what's trending in the fashion side of things, or that along with, the tech side, and how to make it fun, right? Or to share my journey and just being challenged to show up authentically. So
Oh
to start,
shit.
hello? Hello? Okay, Dave left, but let me finish this point. And LMD, I saw your question about content, or your thing about content. But yeah, just to wrap up this point in terms of content, just to say like this whole thing about the runway diaries of like sharing journey in public and just being authentic about it. Honestly, I think it is one of the hardest things to do, because I think a lot of us are corporate coded. So no, oh, not the bunny, Connie, the bunny diaries. No, the runway diaries, like the digital runway. Um, and I think Dave, I have no idea what is going on. Anyways, let me just continue because it is getting late. But the runway diaries, so the whole point is to share the behind the scenes. And so I was like, oh shoot, like I'm late already. It needed to go out on the 14th, but it was the 17th. So I just decided, you know what? First of all, I am not Beyonce or Taylor Swift. No one is on schedule trying to be on the Eras tour or whatever. So I literally just feel like it's more important for me to just try to, what is going on? I keep on hearing beeps. Is that Dave? Oh, Dave wants to come back. Oh, okay. I kept on hearing beep. I didn't know where it was coming from.
I got a phone call and that's why it disconnected me. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I thought you left me for Alex Finn's stream. No, I'm kidding.
No, no, but I think Bubba's about to kick my ass. So
Yeah.
come.
No, it's okay. But yeah, no, I was just like sharing this story about the runway diaries. I'm not Beyonce, I'm not Taylor Swift. No one is trying to be a part of the Eras tour. So even if I'm, doing my building in public day 17 versus like day 14, no one cares.
Yeah.
So I think it's more about like stop being so legalistic and hard on ourselves, like to actually be kind and just like give ourselves grace and be like, we're already doing a lot.
Yeah.
So to actually share the story, and this is the other thing, right? Like you and I talk about this, but to authentically share about building in public, like for me to actually show videos of myself crying, or like talking about how many times I cried because out of frustration, or like literally trying to like figure out things, showing up on a stream without makeup. Like you asked me 5 years ago when I was working for LVMH in this company, hell no. I am not going to a single meeting with no makeup. And if I'm in a meeting with gentlemen, even though I'm 5'8", you bet your ass I'm wearing 4-inch heels and I'm going to be 6 feet tall over 180 cm, because you got to make a statement when you walk into the room. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
I think now, yes, ma'am,
Yes,
as
ma'am.
I'm doing this, it just becomes this thing of like, how do I be authentic? And again, same thing with this Tabasco thing. Like, this is how I am in real life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I have different sides. Obviously, if I'm going to talk on Monday Mukbang, we're going to chill. We're going to have fun. We're going to talk about like what we're doing, but
Yeah.
we'll have to suit up and go somewhere, or, troll a Wharton professor. I'm still going to be professional, but it's just a very different vibe. But I think I'm trying to break that corporate codedness, and then just be more authentic and just share different parts of me that I wouldn't really share. And then sometimes I wonder, to be honest, if that's the right thing to do. But I think what it makes me think is it humanizes you, that like people want to support you and come alongside. Because I am figuring out my shit. Like, when people say you're building the plane as it's freaking going and it's falling
Yeah.
apart, you're putting it together.
Yeah.
Like, I showed you guys my Notion system. That shit is not perfect.
It's
Like,
not.
I struggle. I really do. And Dave too, literally every day it's like, oh my God, there's another AI, like literally.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the journey is not perfect, but I think I'm going to share with you guys this one quote before we jump. And I want to share this because I feel like a lot of people are trying to build something. And to Dave's point about not, going this journey alone and just acknowledging people, because we're all trying to do our thing.
Yeah.
And this quote I love It is, where did it go? Oh, we need to find people who put water on the fire of our fears and gasoline on the passions of our destiny.
Yeah. Say that again.
Yes, I'm about to do that. We need to find people who put water on the fire of our fears and gasoline on the passions of our destiny.
Yeah.
Because you need people to douse those fears, those fiery fears in our mind, because our mind is a battlefield. And then you need them to light with gasoline, okay? The passions of our destiny, your purpose, your dreams, and the things that you want to do. And I think a lot of the paths of like what we want to do, it's not easy, but it's our path. So
Yeah.
I appreciate you guys. Huh?
More of that. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to leave it. I mean, it's a Monday night, we're still in the grind, we're trying to do stuff. But if you have to go, that's fine. But I did just want to address the comments real quick. So let me know. That's totally fine.
Yeah, I gotta jump because Bubba's
All
probably
right.
gonna shit his pants. But thank you, Janey. I love
Well,
these
I
mukbangs.
appreciate you. Thank
Peace.
you.
Bye, guys.
Bye. All right, I'm just gonna go through comments, guys. Thanks for pulling up and staying. Damn. Okay, there's a lot of people. Let's see. D, she said, I decided to share my daily talks with nature and turned into me watching and sharing the bunnies live. I love that. And Connie said that too. LMD, I don't know if I actually follow you. Do we follow each other on TikTok? I know I follow your husband because I think your husband is a chef, right? But let's make sure we follow each other. And she writes, the vulnerability of that is something that draws us in. It's so easy to be fake these days. So kudos to you, Janey. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, when I actually posted that video of me pouring the Tabasco, which is on X and also Instagram and TikTok, but literally the Tabasco sauce just going everywhere because the little stopper in the Tabasco wasn't actually attached. Like literally, my face was like, because it was crazy. And I'm Korean, I love spice, and I literally shook that thing off and tried to eat it, but it's like 1 cup of Tabasco sauce, it like literally doused that thing. So I just felt like I couldn't. I had some milk because this is a tip. If you're having spicy food, you need to be drinking milk and not water or rice, something to neutralize. Appreciate you. Oh, Connie, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yeah, one of my best supporters. When I make my first, we're going to a Michelin star. I got you. Also, Hito. We need to stop trying to do what society expects of us, but to be who we are and how we want to present ourselves. Yes, I agree. It's very difficult, though. I'm not gonna lie and say that. I mean, I think there's something about wanting to be professional and to come off a certain way. Of course, I'm wearing makeup today, but you watch another stream. I told you, I think the Artist Way live stream a couple weeks ago. No makeup. I literally was wearing my pajamas because I just didn't feel like changing. But yes, let's see. That is the hardest thing to do, Hito, especially coming from an Asian culture with so much weight of expectations. I agree. Weight of our parents' culture, what we should be doing. And I think that's really important. But yes, Michelin stars. Yes, I got you. You know that. But anyways, hey, look, I appreciate all you guys for joining. Dang, this is over 2.5 hours. I literally initially at the beginning of the stream, I think I said an hour and a half. But for anyone who joined, I appreciate you. Thank you for joining in. Also, just remember that quote. Whatever you guys are going through, I don't know what you're going through exactly if we never had a conversation. I just wish you love, peace, joy, and hope, and that you would feel peace in the middle of the chaos. And yeah, get outside, go take a walk, take your matcha, collagen, do all those good things for yourself. Treat yourself. It doesn't need to be anything crazy. Yes, we do love food and Michelin would be great, but also just having a nice little drink or a snack or what did I literally killed that, by the way. Sour Patch Kids. Shouldn't have ate the whole thing, but I did. But anyways, I appreciate you guys. Y'all have a good night and I will see you next week. Tomorrow, by the way, is Fashion Tech Tuesdays on X, 11 a.m. Eastern time. If you are interested in fashion, fashion tech, AI fashion, then pull up because we literally talk about it in stream. And yes, that is all. I appreciate you guys. Have a good rest of the